I hope you are doing well. Yeah, we're going to be doing my uh, Advent calendar review reveal today. We're on day 19 of all the lures that I have acquired so freaking far. Um, Sorry if I look a little yellow. Um, got two lights going on here. I'm gonna see if I can change one of them. See if I that doesn't do anything. Nope, just this one. See if I can change that light where it's sitting. It might help a little bit. A little higher. I'm not sure if that will help or not, but maybe a little bit. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. This is I'm doing my best here, trying to figure out what's going on with folks. Pretty much. Got a couple of items here I'm going to be showing off in a bit as well. One is not technically a thrift store find, but I got one definitely thrift store find. There was some other stuff that was I could have bought with it if I would have just held back some money, but I was unable to. But I did purchase this for Ian, and he was perfectly fine with that. But other than that, you'll be seeing that in just a minor little bit. If anybody's interested in coming up, the link is in the top of the chat. It's pinned to the top there. If you want to go take a look at it, there you go. I'm not sure if I can change the direction of the pin or move the pin to the top. I'm not sure because usually it's on the top. So tonight we are going to be opening, like I said, day 19 of my Advent calendar thing. I did clean up a little bit so it makes it a little bit easier to see where it's at. I am going to be opening this one right here in just a bit, as well as adding it to my total list of my tackle box here that I got from Ozark Trail for like $2 and some change. Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see what I get next. I mean, I've had some really, really good lures in here so far. No true spinners. I got maybe a spinner, but and I've got technically 3 that I've misplaced on my desk somewhere. Now, where they are at exactly, I am still trying to figure that out, but I am working on it. Now, that being said, I do have one item that's not standard thrifting gear. I actually picked up off Facebook Marketplace. That's more for my backpacking gear, which goes along with some of the other equipment that I already have. Now, that you're going to be seeing shortly. I'm hoping with this stuff here, what I've got here is going to work out for what I need to do. I see at least got one person in here. I don't know who you are. Please put a 1 in the chat. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. That's like it says right down here on the little ticker tape thing. I would really appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to be talking some fishing. We're going to talk some backpacking stuff. We're going to be talking some military surplus stuff. Maybe you might even get to see something unique you've probably never seen before. I also got my standardized coffee. Yes, it is an Paulinger. No, I do not condone drinking. But if you need it, that's understandable. I was in the military for 16 years. I understand the need. Or not necessarily the desire, but yeah, you know what I mean. I hope you guys are doing well, whoever you are who's here. Yeah. We're going to be have an open chat afterwards. So whatever you're up to, feel free to chime in. Yeah, a little bit of everything going on. Still having issues with my shoulder. It's been went my first physical therapy yesterday, and they helped me out a lot. I've still got about 4 more weeks at least of appointments for that. And I start my other physical therapy for my knee on Thursday. So there is that. Now, since I can't lift, that's going to be really challenging. So that remains to be seen. That's me on the health front. Tell me tell me if you're in here. Please say hi, uh, that kind of thing. I greatly appreciate it. Be what? In other words, who's all here? I see one person. As you can see, I'm back in my office again, not in my chair, where I have been for the last couple of weeks due to the fact that I just need to keep my leg up. I've been in my chair all month pretty much, but I got my fishing advent calendar ready to rock. I have misplaced only 3 of those, or 2 of those fishing lures that I'm still trying to figure out where I put them. They're somewhere out. I hate to say this. I'm going to find them probably accidentally, more than likely, and that's not going to be fun. Hello, whoever is here, say hi. Please let me know that you're here. This is the best I've felt in a while, so I hope you guys got your coffee ready. I hope you guys are ready to talk, and we're going to basically chat it up until you figure things out. Now, for those people who were here the last couple of weeks, you notice I did pick up some Boy Scout gear last week or so, and found out that this little knife here, you can feather stick with this. Not amazingly well, like if you would with a standard knife type of situation, but as you can see, this is a piece of fat wood. I'll pick a side that has not been done yet. As you can see, this side has not had anything here. I'm just going to It's not perfect by any means, but it does feather stick a little bit. So those Boy Scouts knew what they were talking about when they built these. So I picked this up for $1 a couple of weeks ago. So there's that. The other item is my son's. I'm going to wait till I get at least up 10 people up here in chat before I start revealing some of the other stuff and going on with the Advent Fishing Calendar, which will be number 19, day 19. I have 19 others that are 18 others that I've already revealed. Most of them are in here, but this is before I was trying to keep them in the package after I found them, but I misplaced a lot of them because I set them on my desk and they fell out, that kind of thing. So I am in the process of trying to make sure I find the last 2. I got 18. I got 16 in here right now. Some really cool ones. Some really looks like a lot of copies, that kind of thing. But yeah, a lot of these here. I do plan on doing a fishing Advent calendar fishing deal with every one of these. I'm going to use 1 per day until I catch as many fish as I can per day on that fish lure. Hopefully, I will catch the fish that the lure is appropriate for. I will do my research and pick out the appropriate fish type, hopefully. My friend Jason from Pest Hunter Outdoors says, if I was able to catch a fish with every one of these lures going after those particular fish that I go after, I can call myself an angler. Now, I don't even call myself a fisherman, to be fair, because I don't fish like that. I'm more of an archer. I'm a bow hunter. I will do that. That's my deal. But fishing, I just like to do it. Doesn't make me a fisherman. It just means I can like put a hook on a worm and throwing it out and trying to catch something, but not targeting a fish of any particular type. That is something I don't normally do. Sorry, I just moved my light over a little bit. Now, if you're here, if you're going to say hi, please say hi, leave a like, whatever. I really appreciate it. I got no likes whatsoever, do I? Nope, I do not. Hopefully we can, get some more people in here. I'm not sure what that little thing down there is, but okay. Okay, if you're here, please say hi. Please put a like, put a share. Say, say boo, whatever you want to do. Let me know who's all here. I got some things I want to reveal. 3 items I want to reveal. One's the latest issue of my Advent fishing calendar, which, like I said, I do plan on fishing with each lure. I'm going to record each one in turn until I catch a fish with every lure. Now, can I guarantee that? No. Can I guarantee I won't snag any? No. I'm probably going to lose more than a few. There's going to be some that may not catch anything that particular day, but I'm going to give it a shot just to see what happens. I am not overly confident in my skills for this, but I will be doing that in the later months to come. Hopefully, if everything goes well, some other things that I've got going on might click as well. So hopefully we can get some things going on, get this Advent fishing calendar going. As you can see, this is a Christmas Advent calendar from last year, from 2020. Let's see, 24 pieces. Doesn't say a year, it just says Merry Christmas and all that other stuff. And happy fishing year. So this is what I'm going to be doing. It's a fishing lure Advent calendar. So hopefully I can use this to try to catch at least 24 different fish. Now, I am now, like I said, I'm on day 19, which is right here, which I have not opened yet. As soon as I get enough people in here, and I will definitely be going over this and seeing what we can acquire here, because I have no freaking clue what's in here. I mean, I had some really good ones. I've had a lot of repeats. Well, at least in my opinion, they look like repeats, just different styles of the same thing. A lot of spoons. Ugh, I don't know how to do those, but yeah. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Hey, Cornfed, how you doing, brother? Rob. Yeah, I'm down to my last few of my fishing Advent calendar. I finally did splurge and pick up a case for them, so that way I can keep track of them. Now, I misplaced at least 2 of them that I know of on my desk somewhere, so I'm going to have to try to find them down the road, and so I can get them all into the case so I can try to catch them. I am not the fisherman you and Ian are, not even close. But I'm willing to give it a shot to see how good I can be or not be in this case. And Jason from Pest on Our Doors says that I could be consider myself an angler if I could catch a fish of the appropriate type with the lure that each of the lures. Now, I will probably end up going over each of the lures that I have gotten so far, so that way you guys can check, see, with a minus of 2 that I misplaced. I am trying to find those, trust me. But I have some really cool looking ones. I have some ones that are kind of, I don't know. And some other ones that are, I think, are, just kind of flashy, kind of, sparkly and all that kind of thing. So if you guys want to see that, put a 1 in the chat. I really appreciate that. Then I could, get that started, and I could show you what I got so far as a kind of catch up on what you guys have missed if you haven't been here every time. I know you've been kind of busy with your house and everything, so that's cool. Some of them I still have them in the package, like this one, but not all of them. So I'm still trying to get everything organized. It's not 100% because I've never been really good at that, but I got like at least 3 or 4 deep water lures. I got a frog. I got a popper, at least 1 spinner that I know of so far. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what I got. But I could show you some of the first one. This was like one of the first ones I got was this one right here. Now, for those people who are fishermen, and don't consider myself one yet, I have no clue what this is for. I know what it is, but I've never not sure what kind of fish it's for. Everybody just keeps on saying bass. It doesn't help me any because I've got others than this. Because I mean, I've got stuff like this right here that I got a lot of different style spoons, and I also got some like deep water lures. I've got some other ones that are just a little bit different than that. Give me a second here. Mine got caught up with each other because there's a lot of treble hooks here, folks. More than I really care to see. Like here's another one. Not pretty same to the other as the one I just showed you, but just a little bit different. But that's the way it goes. I mean, I've got like 4 lures here, just all caught up together because of all the treble hooks. Ooh, fuck. I'm trying to get separate. Here's another. We got a little weight on it, little fuzzy tail, and 2 more spoons. Wait, but they kind of broke. This one here's like very similar to the one I just showed you the first time, just a different color. Yeah, you have to see, just like they're all pretty much the same. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be, but I do have some. Like I said, I got some deep water lures, some green ones. I kind of like that one. And there's another one here, a couple others here. Ow, ow, ow. I am not the most organized because my hooks keep on getting hooked up together. And yeah, got 2 more. Got this one here and this one here, which is kind of translucent. But I'm working on it, getting these things separated where they can keep from getting caught with each other. Now they come with these little dividers, which I have not put in yet directly, or at least very well. So I'm working on getting that done where I can keep things somewhat organized. Pike species and muskies? Okay. So according to what you just said, I have, there's one right there. I got 2, 3, 4, 5 different spoons in counting so far, at least. I might have to actually have you come down and help me fish with these because you might understand these better than I do. But I mean, I could use your expertise at the very least, and I would love to go fishing with you again. Yeah, for those folks who didn't know, that I have been fishing with Cornfed before, and him and my boy just basically blew me out of the water skill-wise because I am terrible at this, in my opinion. Now, does that make it true? I don't know, but it feels like it to me. Because you're my local expert there, Rob, in my opinion. But I've got one of my favorite ones is this like little frog deals, which I think is kind of cool. But and there's this one. It looks like a lot of them looks like either shrimp or crayfish or anything like that. Now this one here seems like there should be like a spinner on it or something, but there's not. It's just that. That itself, I don't know what that is. So if you do know, Rob, let me know because I have no clue what that means because it's all weird to me. And I'm doing my best to try to keep things somewhat organized. I am not the best at this, to be fair, but I'm trying. And I'm just trying to keep things as organized as I physically can. I know, I mean, other than bass and, you know, fish that require, I use live bait like worms 99% of the time because I've never been really good with lures. Trolling. Okay, I don't have a trolling motor, so that one might be a little tougher for me to use. I may require some assistance with this one because I don't know how to use this one. I don't have a boat. So that's going to be interesting to somewhat that extent. No, like I said, I've got all kinds of things here that I'm just not sure exactly what to do with because I don't know what I'm doing, to be fair, but I'm trying. That's all I can say. I got a massive amount of different styles. I mean, this one here, like I said, this is the trolling one, according to Rob, and I am not sure exactly how that is going to be acquired to work. I don't, because I don't have a boat. So that's going to be interesting. Now, Rob, I'm going to hold up a couple other ones, and you tell me what they're good for. This one's a basic, just a hook and some kind of plastic shrimp thing. And if you want to come up and you can help me, you know, name these, I would greatly appreciate it. Because, like I said, I am terrible at figuring out what these are for. But that looks like a shrimp to me. But there's no spoon, there's no spinners, there's no weights. It's just that. And let's see what else we got here. I know these right here, like stuff like this, they got shallow water and deep water styles. The little spoon right there, you know, for they're supposed to wiggle. It does rattle just a little bit. But I got various colors, you know, like the blue one here, and I've got a translucent one, and like this one here is kind of translucent, rainbow looking colored one. But that one's got a much bigger, pronounced one. A little bigger one here, a little more color to it. Okay. Which one? Please explain. I'm going fast, so please forgive me. That way I can backtrack and figure out which. Oh, is that the little shrimpy looking one? This one here? Oh, the lip makes some time. Okay, that was the first one. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I get the right one for the right section. I want to list each one when I find them, and that way I can keep track of what's what exactly, because I don't know exactly. The shrimp? Okay. So it is a shrimp, because I said it looks like one to me. Now, I know some of these are for bass, but I don't know, like this one here, it's a popper of some kind, I think, because I mean, I've seen these before. Never used them, seen them, especially at like fishing stores like Bass Pro and Walmart and stuff in the fishing section. But do I know how to use these? No. But I'm going to give it a shot, exception of the trolling one. Not sure how to do that one, but I'm going to work on it. See what happens. Huh? Give me a second. Let me do something here. I'm on Talk Studio right now. Let's see here. Let me see if I can send this to you on like Instagram or Facebook. That might work too. Hold on. I'm gonna try to send it to you on Facebook and see if that helps. Okay, I sent it to you on Facebook. See if that helps. I just tried to bypass some of the mechanisms and stuff like that because I'm not exactly sure 100% of everything, but I'm working on it. Or I could try sending it to you through via Instagram or something like that. It says you need Safari. I've never heard of Safari, so what's Safari? I just, what are you using? Your phone or as a tablet or something? That one goes right there. Well, let's see here. Let me try one more place. Nope, can't. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure what Safari is. What the heck is Safari? Oh, okay. Give me a second here. Oh, try using Google. Okay, Google. Try Google Chrome. Okay, let me check. Huh, weird. Now that's new. Okay, I did. That must be a new thing. Because I use my laptop on that one. Oh, your phone. That's probably why. Do you have a at Apple phone, an iPhone, that might be why. At least according to what I'm reading right now. Yeah, it works better with Android devices, but if you have a iPhone, it doesn't work too well for that. It works better for like Android phones like Samsung and stuff like that. But I will hold each one up. I will wait for you to answer, and you'll tell me what it's for, and I can at least keep track of it that way. If you have trouble getting up here, I mean, like I said, I've got several different styles. Here's another one, but it's kind of translucent red. There's nothing. I don't know if there's anything in there, but you can't really see it. But tiny little spoon on that one for diving. But I got so many of these spoons, which is ridiculous, which I'm definitely going to have to figure that out. But this is the only spoon I have so far, the only spinner I have so far. It's this one right here. You'd think it'd get more spinners, but no, not at all. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I got figured it out. Okay, I'm going to send you the link, and then what I want you to do is put it in your browser bar, your address bar, and it should bring it up. Okay. What you do is you'll take the link, post it in your browser bar. It should allow you to connect that way. It's a workaround. You don't have to download anything. You don't have to, but it should allow you to do it. Let me double check read what it says. Okay. Regardless what phone you use, do not click the link directly inside the messaging app like a Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, or Instagram. These apps use our app browsers. So copy and paste the link to your standalone browser app. Chrome for Android, Safari for iOS. So if you got Chrome, that's great. If you don't, I'm not sure if it'll work just straight up Google, but you can try that way. But I will do it post that one more time. And I am going to send this thing and just put it in your browser bar and see if that works. Never heard of lemon, whatever that is. Did you try copying the link and then paste it in your address bar, Rob? Because I've had you up here before, and I've never had any issues with you. That's weird. But just copy it and paste it in your address bar at the top of your screen, if you can do that. We'll see if that works. And by the way, Ground Fog, hey, how you doing, brother? Glad you can make it. I really want to get him up here because he knows more about this stuff than I do. And I'm still trying to get everything 100% figured out because I have no clue what I'm doing. Exactly. So there is that. I'm still putting the dividers in this thing so I can keep track of all my spots. So right now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Technically, I'm supposed to have 24, which should be enough for every one of these lures. But one of these lures is like really freaking long. A couple of these are really long, so you have to combine them. You tried Google Chrome? Weird. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, that says you could probably try downloading the Talk Studios app, but I don't think you'd want to do that if you don't plan on being up here very much. So I don't want to add anything to your phone or your operating system if you don't want to, because that's not fair to you. I would never do that to you. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. If you can make it up here, awesome. Great. But like I said, I've got a couple of lures that are very similar to each other. Only thing different is color. And I got 4 people up here now. That red one would catch anything? Okay. So you said anything for this one, right? Like I said, I've used one similar to this spinner. This is the only spinner I have right now, which is really surprising with the amount of spoons and stuff I've gotten. Panfish on the spinner? Okay. This one here is this is like a sinker. This is weighted, and it actually has a number on it on one of the sides. I'm not sure if you guys can read that or not. It actually says, what does it say? 10 grams. It actually has the number 10 grams on here. I know it's kind of hard to read, but it says 10 grams right there. There you go. You can see it right there. That's how much this part here weighs. And yeah, that one is pretty hefty. This is pretty heavy for what it is. Now, what it's for, I'm sure he's going to let me know. Like I said, I have a lot of spoons. So I am going to have to go looking around, seeing where I can find muskies and things like that, because I don't have any in this area that I know of. Unless you know some, Rob, and I would, bring this box with me and you can help me go over it a little bit better in person and help me figure this out a little bit better. Because like I said, I've got a lot of little, different types of shrimps and things like that, which is really weird because we don't have shrimp here in Iowa. We have crawdads. We don't have shrimp. And yeah, that was just the same as that first one I showed you guys earlier. The other one I showed you. This one does have a little weight on the inside of it, looks like. But yeah, a little shrimp looking thing. Like I said, one of my favorites so far is my frog. I'm really liking that frog. So this is my frog. It actually looks pretty realistic, if you ask me. No, like I said, I've got all but two that I've misplaced, but I do have them all separated out in my little container here. And I'm getting ready, as soon as I get some more people in here, I will be opening up number 19 and defining out what that is. And maybe we can get lucky and try to get some more people up here. Wish I can figure out a way to get you up here. That's really bugging me. Hey, Gary, how you doing, brother? Okay, melon. Okay, that makes more sense because lemon kind of confused me there, Rob. I have most of my fishing lures organized, with the exception of two that I have misplaced somewhere on my desk and floor because my stuff got knocked off the back of my desk, unfortunately, and two of them are somewhere back there and on the back of my floor, which I'm going to have to go through all of that, separate everything, and hopefully don't get step on anything. So I generally go barefoot in my office. But I have some really cool ones. I've got some lot of repeats. I'm doing well. My shoulder's still pretty much out. It's getting better, but I had my first physical therapy for that one yesterday. My knee is still not good. It still goes out. I can't use my cane at the moment because my right shoulder's out. So it kind of limits on what I can do. So until that, my right shoulder heals, I can't really go anywhere without any difficulty. And driving is even worse. Another cookery. Okay. I'm not much on big knives. I mean, one of the biggest knives I've got, I think, is my machete, which is right there. I mean, that's not counting the swords, mind you. I've got two of those, but that's all I can tell you. That's one of my favorites. Physical torture, pretty much. Being stuck at home for the most part, trying to drive my truck. Oh my God. Had to drive it into my physical therapy appointment at the VA, and it sucked. I was in pain there and on the way back, and my medication only barely works on that. But right now, let me double check my count here to make sure I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Like I said, I misplaced two. They're somewhere on my floor, most likely because I am the most disorganized person ever when it comes to stuff. And I try to keep them in the fishing box, the fishing calendar, to organize it that way. But it kept on falling out, and I misplaced two of them. But I have 6 left, and I'm getting ready to open up the next one. Since it is almost 8 o'clock, I am going to be opening up number 19. Oh, I bet that's going to be tough on your shoulders. Hey, Jason, how you doing, brother? Glad you could make it. I'm getting ready to open number 19. So, like I said, I did clean this up where you guys can see. This is how many I've opened so far. I've got 18 of them done. I've misplaced 2. I'm trying to figure out where they're at, but I will have them added to my list here. Okay, give me a second here. I hope your bandwidth gets better because I know you have a lot of internet issues where you're at. But right now, I'm getting ready to open up number 19. If you guys want to see it, let me know. I will start. Hey, Matt, how you doing, brother? Glad you can make it. Not sure. Let me put a fresh link in there. Maybe that might help. Let me see if I can generate new link. Maybe that might try. I will be right back. Oh, I don't want to redo that because that will restart this whole session, and I don't want to lose that. Dang. I hope your back gets better, Gary. No bandwidth. Let me check my internet connection because I don't think I'm low bandwidth. Let me see here. Okay, download speed. Okay, that's probably going to be why. Give me a second here. Give me a second, folks. I think I might need to check my router here. It's on my end, not yours. I'm having issues with the router. I'm getting like 15 gigs upload.
Not me.
No, I'm getting.
I'll plug in and report it again.
Sorry about that, folks. If you're, I've tried rebooting my router, and I've still got really low upload speeds, even though sure going. I've rebooted. Give me a moment. I will be right back. Let me try rebooting my computer. Maybe that might be it, because I think it might be that. That's the only thing I can think of that might cause it to need updating. Not sure if that is it or not, but I'm trying to find out what the heck is going on. I haven't restarted my computer in a bit, but I will be back if that's the case. Not sure what's going on. Well, I'll be right back, folks. Let me see if this can get this thing to work. Okay, hopefully that worked. Welcome back, folks. Okay, my internet is back up. Please let's try this again. Oh, hopefully we can get this thing working. I have no idea. So if you're here, please try give it a shot. See if that works. There you are.
Yeah.
It wasn't your fault. It was totally mine. I needed to reboot my freaking computer because it updates. So there is that. You said you figured something out.
Yeah, those lures,
Mm-hmm.
those are called fluster lures.
Which one are you talking about?
All of them.
What do you mean?
Because you can be frustrated when you don't catch anything.
I was wanting a more direct answer than that. Because all fishing lures do that to me normally. You know that.
I know, that's why I said they're fluster lures.
They do fluster me a lot, but yeah. I think Rob, if you tried to get up here, he might be able to try up here now. So
Yeah, it went straight in this time.
My internet was down to like 20 bits per second, but my download speed was like 400, which is really bad. So as soon as I rebooted my computer, it all changed. So it was like wanting a serious update that I hadn't done yet, which really sucks, especially on my.
Yeah, I had to do it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Then I think Matt had to do it.
Yeah. I got a couple of these little shrimpy looking things I told you about. Let me see, like this one here. Apparently there's a little weight on the inside these here.
Yeah.
But these are little shrimpy looking deals. I've got a couple of these various ones. That one's red. And here's a blue one of the same style. So I have no idea what those are for because we don't have shrimp in Iowa.
So brine shrimp. You could also use that as it'll look like a crawfish. But like
I'm assuming it might. I think Rob's mentioned they might be good for like crappie and stuff like that.
Yeah, those would be good for if you drop them in the beds when the fish go to grab them or remove them. That's when you have to set the hook. But basically for sight fishing.
Okay. Now I know my frog is good for bass.
Yep.
And other frogs, depending on when you want to go.
Pike and muskie will eat those too, by the way.
Well, I want to go with what it's set for because if I know what I'm looking to try to get, I know where to look. Because I mean that dictates everything. If I have a primary fish that it's usually used for, then I'll have which lake I can go to or which body of water I need to go to. Because some places don't have muskie or pike in my area without me traveling them. You know, so that's why I wanted to particularly understand which lure is what used for what exactly.
Largemouth bass, smallmouth bass will go after that. Like I said, again, pike, muskie, any kind of predatory fish.
Right.
Even catfish will probably go for it too.
Okay. Now, you remember the first one I got? This is still the biggest one of all of them I got. Not the longest, but the biggest is this one. This is a popper. I do know that is, but it's a very big popper.
That's a small popper.
No. The small poppers I remember seeing are like that big. This one is big compared to ones I've seen in the past.
Yeah, that's probably about the on a scale of 1 to 5. That's probably a 2.
Well, the ones I really see, I mean, they're little poppers, but not this one. That's the first one I've seen that big.
Oh yeah, they make them a lot bigger.
Oh, I'm sure they do, but this is Iowa. Things are a lot different. And so I don't have the big lakes like some places do. But yeah, so this one I'm assuming it was for bass, maybe. Not sure what else. So what do you think? Bass? Yes? No?
Yeah, you might have to go down to Florida. Use that.
I'm not making a trip halfway across the country for
Catch
one
some
fish.
F1s.
Okay, I know I've got several of these of various sizes, but this is like a little. I'm not sure what kind of style that's called, but it's got the little spoon on the front. I know it dives. That's all I know. Okay, thank you, Rob. But yeah, what's this one called, Jason? The style.
It's just like a little type of crankbait.
Well, what's this with the little spoon on the front?
It's for making a dive when you.
I get that. Okay, so there's no particular set name for them. The style.
Yeah, that was gonna be a shallow one. That's gonna be probably your 5-footer. They
Okay.
make bigger bills on them, so they'll actually dive deeper.
Give me a second. I got one of those.
You want to keep that in like the 2 to 5 foot range.
Okay, now this one here, it's got a little bit bigger spoon, and I like the color green on this one. Because I remember you asking, I said, if this one only came in green, then I got a green one. But yeah, this is for more deeper water, right? Because of the bigger spoon.
It all depends on the surface.
You got to tell me more about that. What that means? Because I don't know what that means.
The actual square centimeters of the bill. The larger,
the deep diver.
Okay. The smaller it's going to go.
Okay.
They even have lipless crankbaits too.
Now, here's another one, kind of small, same kind, but really tiny. Yeah. It's a really tiny one. I'm assuming this is really extremely shallow.
Yeah. I don't know, if you crank on them hard enough and fast enough without stopping, they can go a lot deeper.
Well, thank you, Gary, for telling me about that one. By the way, that's Gary.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm telling Cornfed. He doesn't know.
And yeah, there's an air pocket in there, which will allow it to only go so deep.
I know these float when you don't use them, but when they're not being pulled, they just kind of float. But I've seen people use them, but I have never used one myself because I've never had one.
Yeah, sometimes if you jerk it like about 6-7 inches, get it to dive down, let it float up, let it sit there for a little while, like about 20 seconds. A lot of times the bass will just come up there and just eat it off the surface.
Yeah, here's another one, but this one's a little bit more.
Yeah, those are going to be more your towards your micros.
This one.
See how big that bill is?
Yeah.
That'll make it dive a lot deeper.
Okay, this one's a little translucent. You can see my finger through the back there. But yeah, that's a lot of treble hooks. I've never owned so many freaking treble hooks in my freaking life. And yes, I will be live when I'm not sure whether to do a live or just a regular video about these, because I need more videos, but I want to do a live at the same time. So I don't know how that was going to work.
Well, you can go ahead back in and re-edit, take out sections.
Okay. Now I've showed you these before. You've seen a lot of these, Jason, already. You were here firsthand for these. But I've got this spoon here and this spoon here. This one's gold. This one's silver. Mm-hmm. That's the only difference between the two.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why there's a bunch of different colors in the crankbaits too.
Yeah. So they're literally the same.
Yeah. Most of the time when they get a reaction bite, it's because of the vibration in the water.
Yeah. And then there's this one here. And this one here's got a little bit of a little minor design on this end here. I know it's kind of hard to see because it's shiny and everything. You can see a little pattern there. And there's another one. So I've got total of 4 so far of spoons. 5 spoons. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the deep water, whatever you call those diving ones. There's another one's got a little design on it too.
Yeah, either you can pull those back, like a regular lure, let it flutter, or you can use those like if you're in a boat, you can just drop them down and jerk them up a foot, let it flutter down, jerk it up, let it flutter down, and you can get crappie that way.
Okay, this one here is a little different than the other spoons, but I do classify this one as a spoon. because it's got the little metal tail, but I still count that as a spoon because it is
Yeah.
spoon shaped.
It's just a little bit different shape. It's going to give a different type of vibration in the water.
And as you can see, look at that.
Mhm.
A little bit more definition on the scales right there.
Yeah.
Same red flail thing. But okay, now that being said, there was one that Rob said if it's a trolling lure. Now that one I'm gonna have trouble with because I don't have a boat.
Not always.
This one,
Yeah.
that you said this is a trolling lure.
hmm
I do. I have a boat to do that with. So,
You don't
That-
necessarily need a boat.
well, there's no spinner on it. All it is just a little.
Yeah, you can put a small little bobber on the top of it. Keep your tip up, and you can pull it in from out the lake to shore, like
Okay.
over a rock or over a tree stump, over a log that's submerged in the water.
Okay. This one here does have a solid piece right there. As you can see, it's solid. But you did think with that little plastic thing here, it'd have a spinner of some kind or something to give it some kind of motion. But right now, it looks like it just kind of hangs there. So I don't know much about that one. Here comes Big Matt. How you doing, brother? There's another one of my fishing friends who know more about fishing than I do. So,
I think Ian might know a little bit more than you.
oh, Ian definitely knows more than I do, which is really weird. My dad was a fisherman. Ian is the fisherman, but me, I don't call myself a fisherman because I don't fish like everybody else. I just hook and worm. I'm happy. But-
It's just spending time out there.
Yeah. Everybody has their specialties. I love my bows. That's
Hey,
my.
Matt, I can't hear you.
I don't have him muted or anything. It's got to be on his end. Maybe it's your headset. Try unplugging it and replugging it back in. Say
Oh,
something. Yep. Try again. I hear something. I hear it clicking. I heard clicking, but I don't hear you. I normally can hear you.
Hey, talk, but don't make a sound.
Well, no, it's Matt is having issues right now,
Ah.
unfortunately.
It's got to be on his end because I don't have
Everybody's got gremlins.
the gremlins were.
Because I think he can hear us.
You can hear us though, right? Matt, you can hear us, right? Not if you can hear us.
He's probably got the because I'm having issues with mine. If I switch to headset to my speakers, I'm
Yeah.
having troubles trying to go from both to both. I actually have to restart my computer with that plugged in for it to work.
Oh, okay.
Is this better?
Yes,
Yes,
I can hear you. What
It's
happened?
it's your the settings on Talk Studio are on a different frequency than what it is on the other ones that I use.
Okay.
So
blame
I actually
this guy.
have to
He's
go-
the one that got me on Talk Studio.
It's all in my webcam. I just have
Okay.
to go in and manually figure out which one it is.
Okay. Yeah, you've seen some of the ones I've got here. I mean, I'm not a fisherman, never claimed to be,
Hey,
but I try.
you know
I
what
like
it takes? Do you want to know what it takes to be a fisherman?
What?
Bait, hook, line, pole.
And time.
Just the urge to go.
Nothing else matters.
Okay.
Urge to go. You'll figure it out.
I'm getting ready to open up number 19 if you're ready for it.
Yeah, it's spending time out there and just learning the patterns and
Yeah.
learning.
Now, my next thing I want to learn skill wise, I'm going to do bow fishing. I've got the equipment for it. I just haven't had the time to go do it. And with
All
my
I can
shooting,
tell you, when you're bow fishing, you shoot underneath the fish,
about 6 inches, 4 to 6 inches is what I gathered.
somewhere in there.
I've practiced, but all the bows that I've practiced with were right-handed, not left, because I couldn't find a left-handed one.
Have you practiced in water? Because that's going to make all the difference.
I just know where to aim now, but the thing is, I've been doing a lot of research on videos and stuff. I'm talking to people who actually do it, but I haven't had a chance to do it yet.
I have done it, and I will tell you this: it is completely different once you're on the water.
Oh, I bet. Which style of bow fishing setup do you use? Do you use the reel or do you use the bottle type?
I use the bottle.
Okay, I've got both. I've got a really nice.
That's what we had back when I was doing it. That's all they had. They didn't have the reel set up and all that.
Oh, the ones that when I started out, when I was a kid, they had the wind up hand thing, which I will never use. I don't like those because that just sounds like a pain in the butt. In my
It's
opinion.
not. But then everybody switched over to the canister.
Yeah. Well, here's number 19. Ooh,
Scott,
What up, SD Mountain Man?
hey Scott, how you doing, brother?
I remembered.
Okay, check this one out, guys. This one's cool. I'm going to take this one completely out of the package before I show you guys. It's another, well, it's a top water lure, I think, because it looks like it floats. Okay, here we go. Let me put this one big so you can see it better. Here it is.
Lipless.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got the little attachment right here on top. The first one of this kind, actually.
Yeah, rattle traps will fall under that category too.
You can hear that.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a rattle trap to me.
It sounds like one too. But that's number 19. Oh my! I've got two that I've misplaced, literally because I am terrible at keeping track of everything. Until I got my freaking carrier, I didn't know what else to do with them. So, yep, that's number 19 of all my list of those. I think I did pretty good considering. You know, I got everything in here now, separated and organized. I got room for 24 lures, and that's a 24 calendar lure calendar set up. So,
Except you lost two.
I misplaced. I'm not lost. They're in my office. They have not left my office
Mm-hmm.
because they fell off my desk because I tried keeping them in here with all the stuff still on it, which didn't really help matters much when I kept on moving it back and forth. So that's why I ended up buying this. And like for $2, I couldn't really beat the price on $2 for that right there. So I figured I'll eventually get through each one. I'm gonna try to catch an appropriate fish for each type. Then I could possibly call myself an angler, possibly if I do it right. So I'm still trying to figure out how to do the trolling one. So if
You
I
cast it out and reel it in.
oh, is that all you need to do?
You control it behind the boat. You control it from the end of your rod just by casting it out and reeling it in.
Is there a particular speed or
Whatever. Some of them you can go fast. Some of them you need to go slow.
I don't know. I've never
Sometimes,
used one before.
and sometimes it's just a matter of what the fish wants to strike.
Okay, what type of fish does it usually go for?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Oh, give me a second. I'll pull it out to show you again.
I was too busy trying to figure out all the Talk Studio stuff.
Like I said, blame this guy here because he's the one who got
No,
me.
because me and him both were telling you in the chat you needed to send a new link.
I got a new link in there, but no. This is the one.
Okay. That is supposed to be a wounded shrimp.
I get it's a shrimp.
Anything that yeah, I mean, you can go fast because it's trying to flee, or you can slow down because it's running out of energy.
So
Yeah,
what
like
kind of
SD
fish, though?
said, play with it. You can catch bass, bluegill, yellow perch.
Well, this
stuff
one's got
like
a really large hook, as you can see.
Yeah.
So it's not weedless by any means. It's got these little hairs that come down too, which I'm not sure what that's supposed to be for.
Just action in the water.
Okay. But it is
Along with the little bead there, it creates air bubbles basically. So it just kind of helps.
So does it matter where this is located on this, or does it?
It's going to go to the butt of the shrimp every time you cast it and reel it
It's
back.
going to go all the way down here like that. Just so might as well just keep it there.
It's going to help the bait kind of do this.
Okay.
But like I said, there's going to be some, motion in the water, kind of like air.
Okay. Good to know.
I have cavitation.
Okay, I've heard of cavitation before, but mostly for like.
Just put out in water and see what it does.
Okay.
And
So
water figure out speed.
Does it matter what temperature? Water
No.
temperature? No. Okay. Like I said, I don't know. I mean,
If the fish are biting at it fast, they're biting at it fast. If you think it's too fast, slow it down. If you don't think it's fast enough, speed it up. You got to play with it.
Okay.
It's
That
going to depend. Really, it just depends on the fish.
Yeah. That one's going to be a little bit of trial and error on that one because I don't know what to get with that one.
Everything is going to be trial and error because you can catch anything that's in the water. Just because you're throwing a bass lure doesn't mean you're going to catch a bass.
No, but I want at least to try. If it's mainly made for a bass, I would like to try to get a bass. Doesn't matter
Good
what
luck.
size. As long
Good
as I
luck.
get one.
Good luck, because whatever gets in front of it and wants to eat, it's going to eat it.
Oh, I get that, but I would at least like try to catch the appropriate for what it's for. Like the latest one here.
Well, it's not designed just for that fish.
Well,
It's not.
I kind of like the blue though. The blue's kind of nice, but
Squirrel moment.
Oh, by the way, the colors of the lures are designed for the fisherman, not the fish.
I get that. I mean, Matt, here's my favorite one so far. Just my frog. Nothing too much to it. I mean, it's got the double hook on the back, but that's my favorite one of all.
It's called a frog.
I got the frog. I like the frog.
I've never caught a fish on a frog yet.
I have, but most of the time it's bass and it's spawning this time of year.
Right. But this I've used when I was a kid. My dad had one of these, but he had this one. The one he had
A rooster tail.
This one here had stuff like this on the end of it.
Those are good for trout and crappie.
Okay, so I do go trout fishing. That means I have to go up to Yellow River or someplace that has trout to try this. So that's what I mean. If it's a trout lure, I would definitely like to go try for that. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. So it'd give me a chance to try and catch different fish other than straight bass or anything. Now, the musky lures, like Jason said or Rob said, might be something I don't know what to do with those because I don't know if there's any in this local area where I am at. So I may have to travel outside my normal
Are
area.
you talking about the frog?
No, all the others.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's some of them that are, you said there are musky lures, some are, crappie lures, simple, small case stuff. But I just want to make sure I try to catch the appropriate one. Because if it's a musky lure or pike lure, I would like to go try to find that in the appropriate waters. Because I'm going to need to know if that fish is not in this local area, I've got to go a pond that does have, or lake or whatever that has them. Oh, you're a fly fisherman? I didn't know that. JV has his own frogs. I don't have any of JV's lures. I think I did at one time. I think Ian's got them now. But yeah, of all the things, I only have the one spinner, which is really freaky. Of all the different ones, I've ended up with 5 different spoons. One, the ones that diving, like I got 3 or 4 diving ones. A lot of shrimp. This one here, I'm not sure about. Matt. This one here is a weight, a 10-gram weight.
Salmon.
There's no way I'm going to be able to get a salmon here. There's no salmon in Iowa.
Salmon, trout.
Yeah, thank you. Trout.
Trout I can probably do, but not salmon. That one will definitely be no way.
Now, if you were along the Gulf Coast, those work really well for flounder and reds.
So if anybody sees something that I can't find here, and I'm willing to mail it to you, would you take it? Let me know
The
because
bass will still hit it.
well,
Bass bass will eat baby turtles.
I've seen bass eat baby ducks.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
they'll eat snakes. They'll eat rats. They'll anything that hits the water, they'll eat it.
If it can fit in their mouth, they will eat it. Yes, I know.
So some that won't. They eat each other and kill each other.
I've seen bass caught with inside other bass. Yeah, because I've seen one guy who caught a bass who had another bass eat that bass when they were bringing it in,
Mm-hmm.
which is really weird. Does it count as he caught the big bass or the little bass in that
He
case?
caught both of them. They were both on the line when they hit the boat.
Can you imagine that happening in a competition? How do you weigh that?
Well, that's the thing, though. Competition, they're going for weight.
Yeah,
They're only gonna weigh the one fish.
but the thing is, one caught the other, and they're both together at the same time.
They're gonna weigh them, and whichever one is the biggest is what they're gonna keep. The rest of them will go back.
Even though it's inside it.
Yes.
I think that's a weird definition. I don't think that's happened in competition much.
It's competition. You're only allotted so many fish.
I know, but the thing is, if a fish eats another fish as like bait,
If it's in its belly and it can't fall out, it counts.
okay, just added weight. A survival fisherman, yeah. I can understand about finding worms. I've done worm finds and stuff like that. But
I wanna make me one of them worm knockers.
Oh, you're talking about like the shocking worm?
It's a stick with another stick you stick in the ground that's got notches in it, and you just
Oh yeah, okay.
and the vibrations make them come up.
Yeah, I've heard about those. My grandpa used to use not grandpa, my great uncle used to use a shocker. Back in the day.
When I was a kid, I remember my dad. He had an old crank telephone,
Yep,
and an extension cord on it, and that's what we used. But that thing's been long gone for a few years now.
They don't count baby possum tails inside mommy either.
A way to look at like largemouth bass is like looking at an alligator. If it goes in their mouth, they're going to eat it.
Right. We don't have a lot. There's some fish we don't have here, obviously, because salmon not a thing here. But I still got 5 more lures to go, and I think for considering I only paid $2 for the entire thing, I've got my money's worth out of them. Technically, I'm one away from paying a 10 cents for each first of the first 20 a piece. So, but that's what I've got so far, guys. What do you guys think of these? Considering I got it for $2, $4 if you want to count with the $4 and some change for the actual case as well. But I would love. I'm supposed to go bow fishing with SD Mountain Man. He's going to take me out. We're going to go. He's going to show me the ropes.
Cool.
But well, I can shoot. I'm really, really good. But fishing is another animal altogether, technically and literally. And I have to wait for my shoulder to heal right now because of my freaking bursitis. But that's about it. I've been chomping at the bit, literally trying to get out and be able to use my bows again. And
the simpleness to it is you can't say you can't just jump right in and do it. You gotta work your way up.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. So
he's never caught a largemouth bass. Oh, dude. I could take you bass fishing easy. I grew up doing that, but I've used worms. My dad used a trick using live bait and a syringe with needle on it by injecting air in the tail and throwing it out with just the hook and the worm, and the tail would float. And 90% of the time, my dad said, before it even hit the bottom, it would be caught.
I've caught minnows trying to catch like bluegill and crappie, and ended up catching largemouth bass. So
Yeah. But I've caught suckerfish. You know how hard it is to catch suckerfish?
that's not hard. We
Well,
don't
you're
have
not-
them here.
But we have them here. We just like,
I've had carp bite bass lures.
Mhm.
I've never caught any carp with a bass lure or anything like that because I've only used live bait because that's what I'm comfortable with. But I got this one just to see. I mean, it's going to give me content, obviously, but I am going to officially try to catch a fish with every one of these. I know I'm probably going to lose a few. Because they're going to get snagged or something. But because I don't like using treble hooks in general because they get caught on everything.
Mhm.
And I've seen so many in trees and all that stuff in the wood. Anywhere you go fishing, you can find them everywhere.
Hey, I remember a time. That's how I got all them fancy bass fishing lures. I
Oh,
Yeah.
Ian
climb
still
in the
does
tree
that.
and get them.
Yeah, Ian still does that. Be well, Gary. Get some sleep.
There, Gary.
You have a good one, KR.
Hey, Big Mike, how you doing? My friend Big Mike, he doesn't fish. He's not an outdoorsman at all. He's a photographer.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
I like going out into the outdoors and away from civilization and taking pictures.
Big Mike makes you look skinny.
Okay.
You have to say. I mean, not about. It's just I've been trying to get him to lose weight. It's just that he's been having health issues. I worry about him. He's been a friend of mine for years. He's actually helped me more than I can tell you. Haven't exploded yet? Okay. Just remember, leave that last thin mint alone if anybody understands that reference. But yeah, I would love to go fishing with both you guys, but I can't get down to your gathering next month, unfortunately. I will say this. There is something going special on tomorrow, the 1st. It's Ian's 20th birthday. He is now not going to be a teenager anymore. And he actually acquired something with me last week, which we really are really sad about because the other items that we saw around with it were military Alice packs with the carbon fiber frames at Goodwill. There were 2 different ones, one with the new modern camo and the other one was the old BDU style camo for $40 each. And these were the large ones, not the small ones. And I couldn't afford both of them, unfortunately. But on that note, we were able to afford one item because they only offered it for like $7. And it was this. Let me put this big here. Give me a second. It was this thing
Right, Jackson.
here.
You did that just in time, didn't you?
No. Jason said, "Hi, Texans."
Hey, Texas.
Hi.
This is what we picked up for $7 at the local Goodwill, where I picked up a lot of my good gear. This
That's
is
funny. I didn't see pointing towards enemy on there.
no, this is not a. No, this is the first aid. That's what it is.
Cool.
For $10, less than $10, and it's got a little thing on the inside. It's got a little zip-like thingy, and I don't know it's all in here because Ian's the one that's been through it. But this one here is. I'm not sure if this has been attaches to the packs or what the deal is exactly. Because this is more modern than what I had when I was in. But it does have a carrying handle, straps everywhere. But I would use this as a first aid kit, no issues. Because it's got a lot of pouches for that particular effect. It's got mesh on the inside, on both sides. And a lot of inner webbing on the inside too. But that was the style camo of that one of the packs was that one right there. But they priced that one for only $7 and some change, and that's what we got for that one. We had no Velcro. Yes, we had some, but not very much back in the day.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull a CR. That's the first digital generation.
Yeah. But this is the style of camo that one of the packs was this one right here. I don't know what that's called. The digital camo is what I called it. But yeah, this thing's heavy though. I thought something was in it, to be fair, because I can't. But there's severe padding in this thing. So I'm assuming it sits this way. But I don't know. Other than I think it's it says casualty care, so I'm assuming that's a first aid kit deal. But Recon Mountaineer LLC, anybody know anything about that one? I don't know. There is a website on here and a phone number, but still military issued. If anyone wants to check it out, please do.
If there's any missing parts, please call this number.
I have no idea if there's missing any parts.
That's the joke, Colin.
Yeah.
The customer service hotline.
But also, one more item that I acquired. This is actually the most expensive piece of kit that I've ever bought for myself. And this is a sleeping bag that I've been using for backpacking purposes. And this one here is a Lost Dog 15-degree Big Agnes sleeping bag. I will tell you this, it hurt to pay for it. But it was definitely worth it because it goes along with other gear with my Big Agnes Rapide sleeping pad that I just acquired. This is the direct correlation for that particular sleeping pad that makes it work even better than standard sleeping bags. With the exception of my my military sleep system, that one's just 10 times heavier than that one. That one weighs like 3 pounds. So that's a lot. Weight correlation wise, that's lighter. That's the reason why I got that one. But the only other issue that it is bright orange. Not an orange fan, but it's what it is. I'm not sure if you have any the military stuff, Matt, in your size, or is it hard to find stuff in your size?
I'm trying to find like an army surplus store.
Texas has got some tons of them apparently.
There used to be a bunch of them not far from me, but those are all closed.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you looking for exactly? I could help you find them if that's the case.
I like going into them and shopping.
We have at least 2 available here in Iowa, but they're like literally one's in Iowa City, one's in Cedar Rapids. The ones in Des Moines closed down. That's where I got one of my ferro rods and some fatwood that I have. But the next one I have is over. The closest one is over in Omaha, and that's it's a 3-hour drive, 4-hour drive from me right now. Yeah, so it's either a 2-hour drive in one direction or 4-hour drive in the other direction. But surprisingly enough, a lot of the military gear you see me show off here, I find here in Newton. How I find it in Newton, I have no freaking clue. But it shows up. And if I would have had the money last Thursday, I would have bought both of those packs hands down because they had the carbon fiber frames. Not the metal ones, but the carbon fiber ones. Just because I don't have one, and I just wanted one myself. I've got something for -22, but I'm not giving it up. And I paid $8 for mine. I'm not giving that one up. Can you blame me, Matt, for not giving up my military sleep system for $8?
I would give it up.
For what?
I don't need it.
Yeah, same here.
But doesn't mean you don't travel. I know you do.
Yeah, but doesn't mean I'm going to ever need it. Like
Doesn't mean
CR, CR is probably in one of the coldest places. He could use it. I would give it up for him.
Now, I love him, but I'm not going to give it up for him because I use it myself. It gets super cold here too. So, and then when I did my hot tent video, when my stove died, that's the only thing. My sleep system is the only thing that kept me warm.
Mm-hmm.
Because it wasn't negative 22, but it did get down to 8, and 8 is freaking cold.
Yeah, we're lucky here where I'm at to see -1, -2.
That's still pretty cold.
The occasional the most is like -20.
That's
But
with
that
wind
was
chill, right?
that was during the Arctic blast that Texas has never had before.
Yeah,
So I mean,
it's still probable. You know, it still could happen. You could still need it. It's just not common.
but if it's something that I don't feel like I can use on a regular enough
You
basis,
can't justify it. That's the big thing.
you know, if I had it and CR needed it, I'd send it to him.
Yeah. The thing is, I like about it that it's modular. You don't always have to use it as one continuous piece. You can break it down into sections for depending on what you need it for. Because the patrol bag is up to about 30 degrees or 50 degrees or something like that. And then the other one goes down to like 20. Then even the bivy sack is up to a certain degrees. So when you do them in combinations, you can use them for all year round. Just a matter of how you set it up. I was planning on using it for a backpacking trip that I want to do in the future, but it's not practical enough. It's too heavy. I had to go with something a lot lighter because that thing weighs about 12 pounds when it's all together. So that's a little bit too much weight to carry for just your sleep system.
But see, on the other hand, I'm also not one that doesn't tend to fire. I will literally set alarms to make sure the fire stays burning.
That makes sense. You don't have a hot tent though, because you don't need one either.
Mm.
So I will say this: that having the stove itself is great for cooking on, which I found, which is really nice because being able to make coffee and stuff like that inside my tent is always a bonus.
Why outside's much better. You get to see the wildlife.
Yeah, but I had a fire going outside too, but that was my friend Daniel was the one who was doing that one. He did an Ironman style camping when we were doing that cold camp because he camped without a stove, without a heater or anything. He did his with wool blankets. I mean, I don't know how he did it.
Red Corn Outdoors just put out a video.
Did he?
Okay.
That's what SD said.
No, I know Red Corn.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the guy who made my squirrel skinner.
Yeah. So I know Johnny put one out about 2 hours ago. Simon is live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's the one that made my squirrel skinner. I'm not sure if you've seen it, Matt.
No.
Oh, here, give me a second here. It's right here. I added the clips to it. It didn't have them before, but I added the carabiners because just why not? It's got my name on it and everything.
Cool.
Yeah, he 3D printed this for me. I think that's pretty cool that this is green too, which is really cool. I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting just a regular squirrel skinner. He added that. So that's cool. I just strapped this to a tree. I can skin the squirrels and maybe he said even rabbits might work too.
Mm-hmm.
So that will definitely help, especially when you can't kneel.
Well, all I used is I took a piece of angle iron, small, not like heavy or anything like that, and took two of the small to medium-sized choker chains and put on it, and then put a piece of rope, and I can hang it on whatever I want to, and just put their legs in it. It doesn't matter. I can put a deer in it. It'll hold it.
My dad used to use the big, really freaking long nails into the tree.
Mhm.
That's what my dad used. But this right here will allow me to go hook it up to any tree, not just one location. It depends on where I'm at, without damaging the tree too much. You can't eat what, Scott?
Squirrels, I'm imagining, because that's what we were talking about.
Yeah. Now, Ian got his new 22 for Christmas, and he's been wanting to go out, but he hasn't got his new hunting license yet, and it's all on him about getting the money together to buy that. So I was tempted to get him his hunting fishing license for his birthday for the year, just because he only turns 20 once.
Mm-hmm.
But especially since after this year, I will not have to buy my hunting fishing license again. So I qualify for a permanent hunting fishing license here in Iowa as a veteran who's disabled. So,
well, I'm going to go next year when taxes come in, and I'm going to get my lifetime fishing license. And the following year, I'm going to get my lifetime hunting license.
Yeah,
then all I have to do is go buy the tags.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm going to have to do too. That way, because this will be my lifetime hunting fishing combo I've set up, and guess how much I got to pay for it? $7. I still got to pay something because it's actually $2 plus tax and everything, which ends up being $7. So that'll be a permanent one. I have no idea what Mike is talking about with Iron Man.
Yep. That's pretty much what mine is. But because of the length of the choker chain, I can't put a hog on it, or at least one with any size. Anything over 100 pounds, and I don't trust it. But
can you use a different style of chain or anything like that?
I can build a bigger one. It cost me about $5 to make.
Okay.
So
one thing I've always wanted to do, it's going to sound weird, I want to go bow hunting for hogs. I know I can't do big ones, but little ones would be kind of fun, especially on the run.
Good luck.
I've gotten rabbits on the run.
Yeah, but a rabbit's not a pig.
No, not.
It's not a wild hog either.
No, I know their skins are a lot tougher than average. Even a regular pig, because the bristles and such.
Think about it. Have you ever cleaned a domestic hog?
No, haven't had a chance to. No.
The skin is pretty thick on a domestic one. So when it comes down to the wild ones are thicker because they're going through all kinds of brush.
Right, I get it.
So
they get the tree sap in their bristles, and it acts like an armor.
And then there's this shield that goes from the back of the shoulder blade on both sides all the way around.
Yeah, I've heard about that, Mark. That's the hardest. You don't aim there. There's a specific spot, but it's like right above the shoulder blades, but not quite towards the neck.
And whatever, if you go after a wild hog, I don't care if you're shooting the smallest one or the biggest one. Make sure somebody's with you, because you don't know what they're going to do. And see you and start coming at you, you ain't going to have time to reload.
Unless you kill them in the first shot, they're going to come after you. I get that. I'm not going to be, I'm not going by myself. I was the first and foremost rule. You never go by your own self.
I would personally, I've shot a couple of them with my compound.
Right.
But I was also up elevated in a tree stand shooting down, and was able to go behind the shield into the heart.
That's the part I was talking about. Yeah.
So
I know where to hit. But trying to hit one on the, when they first don't know you're there, it gives you time to actually aim, because they don't see or hear you or smell you.
They know
but once you hit, that's it. All bets are off. And I'm not going out for a big one because there's no point.
That's right. They're Mother Nature's bulldozer.
Though, even if you're in a tree stand, they will try to take the tree down to get to you.
Mhm.
I've seen it done, and especially a boar with those tusks. No freaking way.
Well, almost everybody here's probably seen Old Yeller.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They knocked that kid out of a tree.
Oh yeah. Not going to happen with.
So
No. I know that the smaller ones, all the way up to 30 pounds, are about the biggest you're going to get that you're going to want to
And-
take home.
if you're wanting to eat them, that's like perfect size. Nothing over 30.
I've done my research. I just haven't had a chance to do it. Now that I have two friends who are down in Texas, I might be able to do something like that. But I'm going to have to make a special trip to come visit you guys.
And
Hey,
don't,
SD, that's what I use as my 30-30.
I don't have a 30-30 though.
It's
I
a
mean-
bush gun.
I know what it is. I just don't have one.
Yeah.
Don't have a 357 either. I have a 22 and a 12 gauge. That's it. Doesn't mean I don't want anything else. I just don't have one.
When I trap them in my traps and I'm taking them out because I'm bringing them home to eat, I just use my Henry 22
You shoot them behind the ear?
in the ear.
yeah, ear hole.
Okay. Now, which style of Henry do you got?
Lever action.
Okay. Have you seen those survival rifle versions?
Yes, I have.
I've held them. I
I would not shoot a hog with one of those though.
I don't like them that much. Don't get me wrong. I get the idea.
They have the purpose. I mean, that's all I can say. But I wouldn't, because I've never used one, so I don't feel comfortable using it to shoot a hog.
Well, I've held one. They had one over at Tyson's here in town. It's the way the stock is designed to hold all the stuff in it. It's very wide.
But see, even though I'm shooting them with a 22 long rifle, I always have backup.
Yeah, I don't have anything bigger than that, other than my 20.
This is just a 40.
I don't have one of those.
This is a pistol, just a 40.
I've been trying to get one of those for a long time. Ask Scott; he can tell you. I just haven't found one yet. Because my wife, while she doesn't like firearms, she understands bee hunting and eating it. So she understands that. She'll eat it, she'll prepare it. She just doesn't like the idea of
But see, also there's the difference. Look at where you live and the type of hunting and fishing that you do, and look at where I live and the type of hunting and fishing that I do. You know, we have alligators. We have
bigger predatory animals.
we have big wild hogs. We have coyotes. You know,
While we do have some wild pigs here, not hogs, but pigs, but they're in like southeast Iowa, southwest Iowa. They
For
are
now.
cool.
for now.
The biggest one, with the exception of the cougars that they say they didn't release, which been killed with tags on them and collars.
Well, and that's the thing. The wild hogs here, they get into the alligator nest and eat the eggs.
Right. They're fearless.
You know, so
I mean, the big before they put the cougars thing out, the biggest thing we had here was bobcats. And then,
well, I hear tell the bobcats out in Florida are taking care of one of their biggest nuisance animal problems.
the boa constrictors.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that they're getting
There's trail cam footage of it.
really.
Yes,
Yes,
Mother
look,
Nature
bobcat.
fights back.
Now, is it just the one time, or has it just been multiple times?
It's been multiple different people on different cameras.
Cool.
See, bobcats are eating the snakes. That's good. That's a good thing, though. Okay.
Yeah, but they're going after the small ones, though, right?
But who are you talking about, Scott? A 22 Magnum. I don't have a 22 Magnum. Unless you got one there, Mike. Because I know you don't hunt. at
They're
all.
a little harder to get the ammo for.
I know they punch, but a little better. But I don't have one of those.
No, my dream gun I want to get is the that 444 Marlin with the laminate stock.
I've got my mine is a give me a second. I just 795 Marlin.
SD, if you're talking about me, we've been connected to each other for a long while. Like 4 years, 4 years. I met you over in Frontier Survivals with Heath.
Yeah. I haven't seen Heath on here for a while. He's been
He
on.
was live Saturday.
Okay. I must have missed him.
Mm-hmm. So he's coming back. He's doing more again.
Well, he's been on TikTok a lot. He's been on Instagram a lot. And he did one with his grandson the other day. I saw.
Yep, gotcha.
Now, Matt, you know which one I'm referring to, right?
Yes, I actually have the one with the wooden stock, or I had.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
quick
dad
question-
had one too, and
I have a
that
quick
thing was
question for
awesome.
you. Sorry, Matt, for talking over you. I was thinking about getting a 40, but I was thinking about getting the Smith & Wesson.
That's what mine is.
Yeah.
M&P.
Yeah. But the only place I can afford one is through Palmetto. But I'm not sure exactly if that's because the prices are hard for me to justify.
Well, and the reason that I went with mine, it fits my hands.
I'm not very tall, but I got big hands.
Yeah. And that's the only reason why I got that one. I actually bought it secondhand. I had one that I bought brand new, but it was the compact, and it didn't fit my hands. So,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because
and it was a 9mm, so I bought the 40, and I've never been a fan of 9mm.
neither have I. I just tried to. I think 45 is too big, 9's too small, 40 is right in the sweet spot for my taste.
I like the 45 because my hand fits perfect.
Well, you're big too, but
Yeah.
I would prefer the 45, but there on the flip side of that is look at the ammunition you're going to be buying. You're going to spend an arm and a leg for it.
I've shot 45s before, and I'm not.
Now, are we talking 45 ACP or are we talking 45 long colt?
45 ACP,
That's not bad.
1911.
But I bought Texans Down Under at Judge, and it'll take the 45 long colt or the 410.
Okay, I'm not. Okay, you're gonna have to explain that one because my firearm jargon is limited.
It's a small compact pistol with a big punch.
Go to Google and type in Judge.
Okay.
45
The Judge.
410.
Is that the revolver? Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Now
I've
I want the
seen that.
executioner. I want the executioner to carry myself.
That one, oh my gosh. You can
That one will shoot 45 ACP, 45 long colt, 410, in 3-inch shells. So,
Public Defender. I like the name of the name.
and that may be the one that I'm referring to.
The Public Defender version? Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, the 444 is just a little bit too small in diameter for it to work.
Hey, I take Texans Down Unders. I take her Judge when I'm mowing the grass, and it's perfect. Game load 410, perfect for snakes.
Oh yeah.
Well, my uncle used to have this weird 22 pistol. It was a 7-shot revolver. Now, it doesn't make it
Night CR.
nice. The thing that makes it weird is not the fact that it's a 22 revolver. It was a left-handed 22 revolver.
Left-handed guns are hard to find now.
My uncle had one because he had a piece of metal go into his right eye. He was eye dominant until that happened. Then he had to.
I'm left eye dominant.
Well, he had to switch hands because he had to, even though he was right-handed, because of the only eye he had available was his left eye, so he had to switch hands.
I can with either one, but 9 times out of 10 I'm using my right, and you'll see me. I'll be leaning down like this, looking out of my left eye.
Myself,
Except for with rifles.
I'm dominant left eye, which really helps left-handed, but because also I found out recently, unfortunately, I've got a cataract going in my right eye, which really sucks. But being left eye dominant does not hurt in this aspect. So
No.
being left-handed and left eye dominant does not hurt. But yeah, I wish I was able to get that 22 pistol from my uncle when he passed, but unfortunately, I have no idea where it disappeared to after he passed away. But this is the person I'm talking about who owned it right here.
Oh, Bill just put out a video 6 minutes ago too.
Oh, by the way, in case you haven't seen them, though, those are the mushrooms that my dad and my uncle found. I can't eat them, but these things were over a foot tall, which I think is pretty cool. This was actually featured in our city paper when I was a kid.
And actually, the judge is not that. My Smith & Wesson is practically the same way.
I don't know if Mike has any firearms because he lives out on a farm up over in Waukee, and I'm sure they're dealing with a lot of coyotes and stuff like that. Because that's one thing we do have a lot of here. It's coyotes, unfortunately. Because I've done some overnights where coyote packs are like everywhere.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's one of the reasons why I want to get a pistol when I'm doing overnights, because I don't need a coyote pack to bug me.
At any point throughout between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m., you can walk outside on my front porch and sit down and listen to them all around us.
Well, I've seen them. I've done some overnights with Tyler Woods, and when the packs come within fire light range, that's too close.
Yep. Well, and my neighbor, who's 100 feet that way, lost 3 of his cats on his front porch to coyotes.
Yeah.
On his front porch, it's all on doorbell camera.
Wow. That's why I'm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Matt,
That's what I'm. If I'm going to be doing any overnights anymore outside, I definitely need something.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the places I plan on doing some backpacking at is northeastern Iowa. I've mentioned this multiple times. Is a place called Yellow River State Forest, and occasionally, not often, bears travel from up north across the state line into the park. Sometimes, and I want something to at least be a little bit more than prepared than just bear spray. They say bear spray is supposed to work, but I mean it's.
You don't have to worry about the coyotes at the park. You'll hear them, but they won't come inside the park.
Yeah.
The gators eat them too much.
Well, that's where you're at. We don't have gators here.
I'm talking about at the park.
No.
yeah,
I
for the
thought
meetup.
there's no gators up this way. Well, there actually has been reports if someone had released a gator somewhere here in Iowa.
And that 22 long rifle is probably the one, or Magnum is the one you grabbed dealing with coyotes, huh?
I did not know that. Mike, I would have bought a couple off of you if that was been the case.
He probably won't pick those up.
And you're right. They won't necessarily bother a person too much,
Unless you're cooking a steak.
but they do get brave. And then when you get more than 10, it's a problem.
That's what it is. It was a pack.
But they're not native to Texas.
No, they're
coyotes
native
are not
to
native.
Iowa. They're native to
And-
Iowa.
And the havoc that they wreak on the farmers, they kill calves. They've killed full-grown cows. So, you got to – I don't want to see them all gone. I enjoy listening to them. Don't take it the wrong way. But you have to keep them managed.
Oh, yeah. But like I said, up here, we
Maybe,
have
Matt,
a lot more
maybe.
prevalent, and which really sucks. Yep. And you're a lot further north than I am. He's like west of me, up in South Dakota, and I've actually been I've done summer camp up that way with the military, and you could hear them even then.
Matt, got a question for you.
Yes.
Are you still gonna be trapping during the meetup? Or are you gonna close all your traps?
The only ones that I ain't gonna do anything to are the hog traps.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You're gonna let those.
Yep.
stick
They'll
to
just
you
sit and
long?
marinate. But the drought, we finally got some rain this morning. It didn't register in the rain gauge, but we did get rain. I seen it coming from the sky. But the drought's got them all pushed back to the rivers.
Uh,
So
There's, you never know. Between, wait, how many weeks until your thing next week, or is it a couple
2 weeks?
19th, 18th,
Couple weeks. Okay.
18th. So we got like 19 days.
Hopefully, you'll have a nice weekend for your meetup, and you have a huge turnout. I'm really hoping you guys get a huge
See,
turnout. I wish I could make it, but I can't.
I'm debating whether I should bring the gauntlet.
No.
Okay, you'll have to explain.
Air rifle.
The 30 caliber air rifle.
Ooh.
If you got the hogs.
If I catch any, we're not shooting them.
Oh,
That's
never
money.
mind. Never mind.
You sell them,
Yes.
He's licensed.
huh?
Matt is licensed for that.
Oh,
I
I didn't
sell-
know that.
I sell them to large fenced game ranches.
Oh, that makes sense. Keeping the breeding stock up.
But I can also, they do have a program. There's a spot where you can drop. They weigh them individually, and then they add up your whales. It's a drop point. But all of those, they don't stay here. They ship them to China.
Oh,
Really?
Mhm.
Wow.
and then we get that bacon back through Walmart.
That's kind of interesting.
But I have dropped them there when I didn't have no other choice, because there's only 2 game ranches close to me, and if they're not taking them, then I'm not going to sit on them for months on end waiting, because that takes money out of my pocket, because you got to feed them and
Mike, we have had rogue moose in Iowa. One got caught in a swimming pool up north. Oh, okay, it says someday a rogue moose and a rogue gator will mate, and all bets are off. You don't have to. You just a moose on their own is bad enough. We do have some bison here that that.
But the drop off points, they pay anywhere from 25 cents to 35 cents a pound.
Oh, that's not bad.
That
Especially
doesn't hardly cover fuel to take them there.
Oh,
What's
is it that far?
okay? What's the,
It's a 2-hour drive for me.
Oh, wow.
okay? Does anybody understand what Scott's saying about raccoon, opossum, baculum?
We eat some raccoons around here. I don't eat possums.
No.
That right there. What does that mean?
Botulism
No,
or the baculum?
baculum. I'm not familiar with that word.
The whistle.
Botulism.
No, he's talking about the whistles.
Well, the coon whistle works really good for moonshine.
Say what?
The raccoon whistles.
I don't understand what that means.
You don't know what a raccoon whistle is?
No.
Where's Coyote at? Coyote will send you one. They're really unique and cool. They're all ivory.
What are they?
A raccoon whistle.
You're talking about a penis or something like that.
Yep.
Yes, sir. That's
Okay.
exactly what it is.
Okay. I get it now. But still, I mean, what is it for? Other than making fun of somebody who has one,
Well, the animals can't go to the bathroom without it.
obviously. And
But it's ivory.
Is it really ivory?
Yes.
Weird. I didn't think of anything else
Yeah.
besides.
Go look up ivory coon penis on eBay. They sell them.
I did not know that was a thing.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna step away for a few moments. Hold on.
SD toothpick.
But I kind of. I mean, now that you explained it, I get it what it is. It just the word. I didn't know the word. The way it was spelled, because I've never seen that word before.
Moonshine guys, no. I've seen enough moonshine on TV to know.
No, just there's just like I said, there's certain words I've never seen before. I'm trying to figure out. I didn't have the context.
A lot of people use them as decoration on their like hats and stuff like that. They use them for the moonshine, of course, but they have a use. I mean,
Well, I get it now, there, Rob. I just
and
don't know the word itself.
and my mom had one that belonged to my grandfather that she used as a bookmark and didn't even know what it was.
No, I mean it helps if you know what context it is, because the way he said it, there was no context. You know what I mean? And trying to figure out what that context mean without using Google,
Hey, you know, some of these younger people that got those big hoop earrings and stuff, they're actually, I've seen people like at the Renaissance Festival that had them in it, and I'm like,
the bone.
Do you know what that is, don't you? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, as long as you know. He probably didn't know.
No, I've seen the ones where they put bones in their nose and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Yeah, I get it.
So,
no, just the fact is, it's just okay. I don't need anything. Hey, Dan, how you doing? And it's not for hanging on the nozzle. No, I mean, I would love to go hunting with you guys, especially bow fishing with you. You and Scott would be really cool, Matt, because you guys could teach me a lot. I mean, I don't have a compound like you guys do, but
I don't. I when I was doing it, I didn't have a compound.
Oh, I didn't know.
It was one of those little El Cheapo Walmart bows. Because when I was doing it, it wasn't like a big thing.
Well, what I'm going to be using is my my survival longbow, because the bottle reel setup fits it better than my regular takedown bows.
I'll be using that one right there.
That's cool. Well, this is the one I would be using. This is right here. Only reason why is because the riser fits it.
Yeah, I want to get another compound, but if I do, it at most maybe 80 pounds draw.
Well, this one here is a 55. That's all it is.
So.
And it doesn't need to be any more than that. And,
I just use a crossbow.
Well, if you want to use a crossbow, you can, I guess. It's just that,
I had one of the old, the original compounds, the bear compounds.
Right.
And me and my younger brothers tricked it up. I mean, we like changed out cams and we did all this other stuff. It had a draw weight of 110. And that's, I would use that to shoot a hog, but also knowing where to put it and how much, oomph it has in it.
Yeah, trying to find an arrow for it's the other problem.
Well, and I don't care what anybody says, you do not want to use mechanical broadheads when it comes to hogs.
No, I was thinking about just
fixed blade,
two blades.
That's all you need. At most 3, but nothing that is moving, because the hog fat will gum it up and it will not work.
Give me a second here.
Or I would get the
by the way,
Umarex Saber. I would probably go with that one instead. Just because it's easier to transport.
Small four bladed fixed.
No, you want to go like 2.
Okay, give me a second.
4's got like too much friction.
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah. The Schlockmaster actually has probably the best as far as a broadhead for hog.
I like Zwickis myself. The Zwicky 2-bladed broadheads, fixed blade broadhead.
His is like it looks like something a blacksmith would make until you put it, go to put it on your arrows and stuff. And I'm like, but it's heavy.
No,
when
blacksmith made it.
When it leaves, the arrow's doing this in flight.
Yeah. Aim high.
Yeah. No, it levels out, but just the weight brings it down.
I have this is going to sound. I have some Zwickis, but I've got them on.
You've seen the Umarex Air Saber, right?
I don't think so.
You look it up. There you go. Ooh.
It's got to be up to my quiver.
Uh-uh.
I think you
Stay out of
Texas
that.
like that one.
Ah, here we are. Give me a second here. Where's my this one?
Yep. That's like the Flockmasters, except for minus the two little openings.
Now, I actually have one somewhere. Let's see if I can remember where I put it. That's even better than that one. It's a custom one my friend made. I can't. Well, this is not it, but this is a factory one, but this is medieval style.
Yep, that's pretty much what his is. It's a little bit bigger.
Yeah. I have another one. It's on another arrow.
It's
there.
about this big.
Yeah. I have a leaf patterned one that a friend of mine made for me, my friend Jesse. And he made it for me just to see how well, if he could do it. He did it in like 15, 20 minutes. And it's one of the best broadheads I owned. It's also the heaviest of all the ones I own. And the only thing I could use it for is probably a hog. And that's probably what I would end up using it for, because that's all it's good for. It's so heavy. But the thing is, I've got arrows that I'd really rather not hunt with, like these right here. While they're pretty, they're too freaking light for my bows. These are only 400 grain. I need at least about 200 grain.
Well, when you put one of those other broadheads on there, that'll make a difference.
Well,
Yeah.
I have, but the thing is I normally shoot for my actually anything big game wise. I have a 74-pound longbow I use, and that's too light for my 74. No matter what I do, I can't add enough weight to that arrow to make a difference.
You know they have weight inserts, right?
Oh, I do know that, but that's why I prefer cedar arrows or Douglas fir heavy duty
Well,
that way.
Infinite Mist is switching over to carbon fiber.
Who?
My daughter.
Oh,
Cassidy's World. Infinite Mist, she's
I don't-
switching
I
over
don't
to
think I
carbon
have-
fiber.
I don't think I have her on here. If you send her a link, I will add her. I didn't realize you had a daughter, to be honest.
I have 2 daughters and a son.
I don't, I didn't ask because I didn't, I didn't have a need to know. If you say it's cool, I mean, I'll
She
follow
has-
them.
Actually, just about everybody in my family has a channel.
I did not know that.
Now, most of them don't do nothing. The only 2 people that really do anything with their channel is me and Cassidy.
Well, can you put the link down in the chat by any chance?
I can, maybe.
I love archers, and you know that. That's what I mean. I will follow people all day on that
Well,
stuff.
just because she's doing the archery stuff doesn't mean she's putting it up on her channel.
Now, doesn't mean she's not either. She might do a bow hunt with you on there. Who knows?
I can't even get her to go frog gigging with me.
I want to go frog hunting with my bow because that's allowed here in Iowa.
It's allowed here too.
Bow fishing with your, bow fishing, frog hunting with bow fishing.
That's what I told her. I was like, hey, we can go and you can bring your bow and use it, and I'll use the blowgun, and we'll have fun.
But this is the other bow fishing reel that I was talking about, Matt.
Yep.
Paid $5 for this at the flea market.
I'll give you $10 for it right now. I don't want it for bow fishing. I want it to put on my wife's fishing pole. When she went with me the last time we went fishing, she caught a 15-inch black drum, and it literally took her 30 minutes to reel the thing in because she'd be reeling it, peel out drag, and she'd be reeling it and peel out drag.
Yeah, look at it. It comes with, if I can get this in the show, 200-pound test.
I'd be changing that to like 20.
Well, it's made for bow fishing. because I got my real seat and everything for it. But that's the one I use for my other takedown bows because that's the only thing that'll fit on it.
All right. I just dropped her link.
Thank you very much.
I could have just sent it to you on Messenger.
That would have worked too. Would you believe I am subscribed?
I wouldn't doubt it. She comes in my live all the time.
No, I just didn't have it where it was a major,
Mhm.
all. So I had it personalized, but not all for all her stuff. Okay.
You can call her Infinite Mist or Casa D.
Okay.
Don't make the mistake and call her Cass.
No, I would probably end up, if I shortened it, it'd probably be missed, if anything. But
That's probably fine too. But I'm saying if you say her name, you better use her name. Don't shorten it and just call her Cass because
if she
gets
says Cassidy,
mad.
then I'll call her Cassidy because I know your dad, and say, hey, that's all I'm going to say.
All I can say is she's taller than her mom, so that means she's taller than Devil Dog.
That's probably taller than me then.
Yep.
I'm only 5'8".
Yeah, well, my 16-year-old's only 6'5".
Only 6'5". He's not done growing yet, though.
I don't know. He's got scoliosis, so his back's messed up.
My sister had that too, so I understand. My oldest sister, she's like 5 foot nothing, and she's got scoliosis. That's the only reason why.
Yeah.
But I would, if I could find a way to come down and visit you and go bow fishing, I'll bring all my gear with me and show you. And if I could find you a really nice river
And
pool,
you are disabled veteran, right?
correct.
That's good. I'll tell you why. And Coyote proved the fact. When you get here, we will go to Walmart and you just tell them my address and you show them your VA card and you will get your out-of-state fishing license for free.
Well, that's even better.
I thought they were changing that. Well, no. If you say you're out of state, you're fine. But if you're using your state to get a lower price, they're cracking down on that.
Well, and that's the thing. They're not going to crack down on it that much because it's a veteran.
They
offer it to all of them, but you give them. I basically give them my address and you hand them your card. They have all the information. Anything that they would be, if they were looking for you while you were here, you were at my place.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Be well, Scott. Thank you for coming, brother. Yeah.
All right, SD.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll make when I come down there, I'll make sure I have already have my lifetime one for because of the veteran thing here in Iowa, and that should really help too. But I'm getting ready to go back to get myself reevaluated to add my hearing onto my deal. So right now I just got my hands listed. I'm going to get adding my ears will probably put me up about 60 to 80%. Not 100%, but I'm still on the list. That counts. My wife's even on the list, so she can get a permanent fishing license, which was what she wants. So
That's what I'm getting. Lifetime. I ain't got to worry about it. And I don't, a lot of people want to get the big reds, and you're only allowed one redfish over like 27 inches. Let the big guys go. Let they reproduce and let them continue to grow.
I don't have those here, so I don't know what that is.
Well, that's what I'm saying, So
A lot of fish that you guys got down there that I won't see up here.
there's a lot of fish that y'all have up there that we won't see down here.
Like what?
Like pike, northern pike, we don't have them.
Oh, we have those.
Pickle,
You got guard down there, right?
We got what?
Guard.
we got both.
Yeah. Guys,
We have
guard and pike are pretty similar.
we have needle nose gar and we have alligator gar.
We got both of those too.
And we got alligators.
That we don't have. We have snapping turtles though. Alligator snapping turtles.
We have alligator snapping turtles and common snapping turtles.
We got
both.
of those.
We both got the eastern and the western snapping.
Well, let me verify before I put my
Alligator
Twitter mouth on that one.
Because I had a Western in the creek. I don't know if it moved or not. Which is the Western is going to be the smoother shell, and then you got the Eastern, which is going to be the diamond specky shell, like Gamera.
They're in southeast. They're in Iowa, but they are here, and they can get up over 100 pounds easy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, while they're rare, they are here. And
They had one at the zoo that they X-rayed that was alive back in the Civil War.
oh wow, they can
It
live
had-
for a long time.
It had steel ball bearings and stuff in it.
Really, they tried to kill it and they wouldn't die.
No, not necessarily.
How would
Just-
it not die? What happened? What they shoot it with?
Musket.
Steel? Okay, instead of lead. Okay, that's weird. Okay.
But yeah, they found the musket balls. They found the lead ones. But when they were basically doing whatever the X-ray they were doing, they said it had steel balls in it, ball bearings that were about that big.
Wow. It survived that onslaught. That's
It's still the last time I was at the zoo, it was still alive.
wow. That's a dinosaur. It's a freaking dinosaur. That's
By the
all
way,
you-
Matt, that one's for you.
The
That
the
link.
head on that Joker was bigger than my fist.
I bet. I mean, I remember my dad saying he's seen some that are bigger than both my fists put together here. And those were just regular snapping turtles here. Not the alligator ones, but I was raised in southeast Iowa, so that's where I know them down that way. But no Bigfoot and chupacabras. We're not even going that route.
I am Bigfoot. What you talking about, Willis?
I am not so big anymore. Apparently, since I lost the weight last year, I lost foot sizes, unfortunately.
Okay.
Which is great for backpacking,
Yes.
which means my feet, when they swell, they'll fit in my normal boots.
Yes, Jason. I've seen those.
What's Texan think of it?
Huh?
Have you shown that to Texan?
She's in the other room.
What is it you're showing him?
The Umerix Air Saber.
Was
That's
that
the
air
one. That's the one that Keith Warren uses a lot.
Yeah, those things are like extremely accurate. Extremely.
I still tell Jason that he needs to get a replica of the Lewis and Clark rifle.
But that thing is able to split arrows consistently at 70 yards.
That's a crossbow, right?
No.
It's
Air
an air bow.
Oh, okay. I've heard about them. I've never used one. So.
I've shot one of the original ones. They
How
are
does it
fun,
work?
just like a pellet rifle.
Doesn't tell me.
The only difference is you pull it back, and then you drop the arrow in the shaft.
I mean, how does it fly? I mean,
Straighter than an arrow, and
is that
faster.
okay? How does it work without
Well,
filter?
there's two different types. You got the one that's got the plug, that's got the rubber on the end of it, and you put it down like the 50 caliber air rifle, and it uses the air to push it forward.
Well, I get that.
Air Saber is you slide the arrow over a tube, so it pushes it from the front of the arrow off of the rail or off the tube. And it's
Okay.
extremely accurate.
Does it have fletching or no?
Yes.
Nope.
Yeah,
If it does, it's little.
Yeah.
I don't know about the new ones. The old ones didn't.
The new ones have fletching, and there's also an outer casing over that to help protect it.
It's like when it makes contact, it's like you take a 30-30 and drive a nail in at 100 yards.
Oh wow.
You know, that's the point. Everything is right there on the front.
Laser,
And
it's
it
laser
is-
focus.
It's moving.
Yeah.
I think they clocked them at like 15.
That's pretty good.
So
And again, like I said, it doesn't have that wobble when you launch it.
Oh, that's good.
No wobble.
none of that.
You mean the Darkness paradox?
Because it's pushing from the front inside of a tube, so it's compressing the air and pushing it off of the tube, the launch tube.
It's
And the
also
new
like
ones,
a
the new ones are rifled, I believe.
So it spins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense.
Again, you're spitting arrows at 70 yards.
Yeah, but you're using compressed air, or how do you, you know?
Compressed air.
Okay. I
Yeah,
wasn't sure. I don't know what you use for
Save that video for later.
Well, you
That was
that's
just a
video-
short one I can find.
Give me a second. I'll look that one up later.
I've already put it on my watch list.
I'll watch it after I get done here.
Yeah.
But
That's the shortest one I can find, so it'll keep you guys, focused for just a few moments. But there's longer videos.
I'm still waiting for Matt to make a catapult or something down that way, just to see what he can do with it.
You never know. I got the land to do it.
You know that you don't need a license for one of those things?
No.
Which is really funny.
And okay, so I'm gonna just say it. I'm Bigfoot. I just shaved the rest of it off so people think of me as just a person. And the chupacabra ain't nothing but a manged up old coyote,
Or a wolf, depending on the size.
possibly. But we don't have wolves here, so
That
We have
you
two.
know of.
we have timber wolf,
Yeah, wolves are wolves. Doesn't matter.
but they little bitty.
Yeah.
At least we don't have vampire bats.
You guys got bats those down there, don't you?
Yeah, lots of bats.
Cool.
Vampire bats?
We have fruit bats.
Fruit bats are not bad bats to have, though.
They eat bugs.
They eat a lot of bugs.
Now, I think the only fruit bat that we have here in the U.S. is in the Southwest that eat the sorrel cactus fruit.
Hey, Tyler, how you doing, brother?
Hey, Tyler.
Yeah, you missed a bunch of the fishing lure stuff I did earlier. And thank you guys for the clarification on those lures, because I don't know what each of them is for. I was just going to throw them out, do a Google search on the whatever that looks like. Take a
I
picture.
just look at them and say, "Oh, it looks like a fish. Some kind of fish would probably bite that."
I'm sure, but I want to try to use the lure where it's supposed to be best for, because that way, if I'm using a pike lure in a bass pond, I'm not going to catch anything like I want to catch.
You
Now,
probably
again,
catch a
you might have
bass.
to change
I
several
but I
lures.
want to catch. If it's a pike lure, I want to try to catch a pike. If it's or a muskie or whatever it is. If it's a bass lure, I'll go for bass. I can get that anywhere.
Well,
But-
bass and muskie ain't that much difference. They will literally eat anything that's in front of them.
Oh, I get that.
Just like a catfish. A catfish, if it's slow enough, they'll eat it. Yeah,
I get that too.
I've caught catfish on bass fishing baits.
Oh yeah. My Ian's caught freaking clams.
I've caught a few of those too.
Live clams are not something you normally catch on lures, but he caught one.
Yeah, but like I said, you're going to have to change several times with that lure per session.
What do you mean change?
You're going to have to tie a different lure on several times while you're fishing until you find the pattern you're looking for.
Well, I remember I'm going to try to catch one. I'm using one lure per day on that one, so that's the only lure I'm going to be using that day. So, that day, I'm just going to catch what appropriate fish. That's the whole. thing.
You're gonna use it, and you're gonna cast it out, and you're gonna reel it fast. You're gonna reel it slow. You're gonna change it up.
I'm going to try different methods and stuff like that, but I'm going to record
And
it.
sometimes as simple as while you're reeling, just twitch it a little bit.
Yeah, that trolling one is going to be a little bit interesting, finding the right location that's got the water for that. But I don't know. It's Iowa because we don't have shrimp up here, so you have crawdads.
You have crawdads. Then you probably have ghost shrimp, grass shrimp as another word that they've called them.
Well, let me take a look, see if they do.
They only get about that big. Freshwater shrimp.
Apparently, they are raised through indoor land-based aquaculture technology. They're not naturally occurring.
You probably have some that are wild too. They just may be calling it something different.
Let me check.
Jason's about to bust a rat.
Way to go, Jason. Go slap a rat. for us. There are no native wild edible marine shrimp populations in Iowa.
It doesn't say that they're edible.
No, but there's aquaculturally raised ones, artificial. They're live, but they're grown indoors. But they're generally not something common.
Well, do yourself a favor, okay? Type in native shrimp in Iowa. Not for eating, not for, there. It's strictly a food base. And a lot of it, some places have them that wouldn't normally have them because they were brought in to feed bass and bluegill and stuff.
Okay. They are, but they're in the Mississippi River.
Okay, then they're probably in all your waters there.
Because that's over on the east side of Iowa, which is like 3 hours away from me. We have other crustaceans.
Mm-hmm.
You got something called fairy shrimp.
Yep.
Yeah, they're tiny.
Okay, I'm
See,
not
like I said, it was probably something that's called something completely different there. Like we call ours ghost shrimp, grass
Okay.
shrimp.
And was it the oh shoot, I just had it. The sea monkeys, brine shrimp are everywhere.
Sea monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's locally sustainable shrimp raised locally by Midland Co. But that's not anywhere near where I'm at right now. Mississippi grass fish, a shrimp, which is like out of the Mississippi, obviously, but that's the only one. But that's it.
The best way to know if you have them in your waters, get you just like a dip net and go to the water's edge and just stick it in and rake it up. You'll catch minnows. They'll be along the grass and stuff along the side of the banks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I said, y'all may call them something different than what we call them.
Well, we have crawdads, but they have pinchers, obviously.
Yeah.
But they look. I mean, I've gotten some huge ones here that look like mini lobsters, if not lobsters.
Are they red?
Yeah.
They're invasive. They come from Louisiana
Yeah.
Well,
in the crawfish trade.
we got brown ones and we got some red ones.
And the green ones.
No green ones.
We've actually got some now that look like mini lobsters, literally physically. They're not the same size, but they got blue and like a grayish color. But they got claws that look like a lobster claw, but they're only like this big.
No, the ones the biggest one I've seen was like this big. That's just the body. The claws were like that long, and they weren't like lobster shaped, flat or anything like that. These were long and pointy.
But
Yeah.
But I'm saying, I mean, the shape and everything, it just looks like a mini lobster claw on this thing.
No,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. By the way, you have to have brine shrimp in every piece of fresh water because that's like the plankton of the ocean.
Oh, I did not know that. I mean,
Yep.
apparently there's supposed to be some, but I've never.
They're small. I mean, they're tiny.
Probably
said,
that's why
They only get like maybe a half an inch to an inch.
probably why I never noticed them.
But like I said,
We get a lot of bugs, but nothing. But those look like more like.
See, Colin, you're old enough to remember sea monkeys, right?
Oh yeah, those were
Brine
shrimp. I know those were shrimp.
Yeah, those
But
are brine shrimp.
I never got any though, even though they were like always advertised in the back of comic books, but I've never got any of those. But they were supposed to be like the pet to have and all this other stuff. Because they weren't pets; they were just shrimp.
Yeah.
But
Have either one of y'all seen the farm shrimp commercial over on Instagram?
no,
No.
I didn't know there was one.
You
might
can
be
grow them. You can grow them in tubs. Shrimp that you can grow in tubs. They're like prawns.
Prawns? I've never had prawns. I heard people like to eat them, but that's about all I know.
Oh, those things are so delicious. Expensive.
I'm actually thinking about investing some of my YouTube money into growing some of those, more for video purposes. To put it out there so people can say, "Hey, you can actually grow these things in your backyard."
That's
Yeah.
sustainable.
I've tried, but
but you can turn around and sell them and make the money back.
Right.
So
easily.
The only thing is, I don't like eating shrimp that's not been breaded and fried. I don't like cold shrimp.
I will eat shrimp. It doesn't matter if it's fried or baked or boiled or I will.
I tried it. I don't like it. It's a texture thing. Maybe.
I'm not eating nothing raw. It's going to be cooked in some way, shape, or form.
Now, with the prawn, those things are perfect for skewering with the skewer, and then put it over a barbecue with your with any kind of seasoning.
And from what I hear, you can't tell the difference between them and the big Gulf shrimp.
Yeah, I think I can.
Well, now, like I said, that's just what I've heard.
Taste wise, probably not, but they're a lot bigger.
I don't know. I've seen some of our Gulf shrimp when they go out they're still called Gulf shrimp, even though it's the Gulf of America. It's Gulf shrimp, and
it's Gulf of Mexico. Just call it what it is.
I've seen them the size of my hand.
Yeah.
Matt, I don't care what certain people call it. It is Gulf of Mexico.
Well, at least where I'm standing, that's what it is.
Oh yeah.
I will still call it the Gulf of Mexico. I don't care.
I still have a map where it says Gulf of Mexico.
Yep. Same
if it's been that way all my life, it's going to stay that way. Just because someone else says it isn't, doesn't mean it isn't.
Well, you know why they did that?
He wants to put his mark on things.
No, he did that so that they could continue to drill for oil offshore.
Yep, money. That's the only reason.
Hey, I mean, I'm not complaining because we still have the cheapest gas.
Oh, we don't.
But they talk about all this other stuff that's going on. It's like y'all keep on. We could.
We're being robbed.
America could stand on its own with the oil that we have here.
We ship too much out.
Yeah.
Food-wise, too. But we don't. But
that's the reason why 99% of the time, whenever I'm filling up my vehicle, I'm either going to Kroger's gas station or Buc-ee's.
We don't have either one of those here.
Nope, not here.
So, and the reason why I say that because our Kroger's uses gets the same gas as the Buc-ee's does.
Well, like I said, we don't have a Buc-ee's, we don't have Kroger's here in Iowa.
I got to deal with
not a thing. But there's supposed to be one coming closer in Omaha, but that's it. But none in Iowa. Doesn't mean they haven't tried.
Yeah.
They just haven't been able to make it.
Well, and that's the one problem that I see with that is the more they get nationwide, the higher the price is probably going to get.
Mm-hmm.
No, I would love to see a QT here.
So what?
I would love to see a QT here.
Quick Trip. Get a quick trip.
I would love to go back to the old stop and goes.
Well, here we got Quick Trip. Not Quick Trip. Quick Start.
I remember when I was a kid, you had stop and goes and 7-Elevens for gas stations.
Yep, 7-Elevens were common here.
And then they had the Love's truck stops.
Circle K? You guys have Circle K?
Yes.
And an Ampam?
We didn't have Circle K here, but we have.
Where I grew up, we had the old Piggly Wiggly. It was like one of the last ones left.
I've been to Piggly Wiggly once. So, yeah, I've been to one of those.
They actually, up in Winchester, they still have the Piggly Wiggly, and that's the name of it. And it's owned by the same company since it was founded.
Over in Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin, they have one. They're still happening. But right now,
the old Piggly Wiggly had a meat market inside. You could take your animals there to be processed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a new one. We actually have butcher shops and places, meat processors for that.
We have, there's only one left here, and I don't even know if it's open.
We got two. that I know of. Plus,
But we have
in Pella.
we have a place called Froberg's, which is a farm to
I've heard of
market
it. I've heard of
store. They have a meat market there and a butcher on hand.
Yeah, they actually advertise online,
Mhm.
so I know about them. But they're not in my local area, so they're not, was not worthy. Come and goes are very common here, especially the way with the name. That's not spelled.
He's got Casey's all over.
Casey's are everywhere, and it may sound weird, but some of the best pizza we have in Iowa comes from Casey's. And it's like it beats out Pizza Hut, Domino's, you name it. And it's gas station pizza, but it's really good pizza. Don't ask me why. It just is. And I don't eat pizza that much anymore, and I still think it's still better.
The fat electrician.
I try to stay away from gas station foods.
Well, this is some of the gas station foods, like even if you count Buc-ee's.
Oh no, you don't count Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is not a gas station food; it's a restaurant.
It is a gas station in basic.
No, it is not.
Does it have gas pumps? Yes or no?
Okay.
It has both, but it's not cooked the same.
Buc-ee's is a tourist destination.
Yep.
We have the IAV truck stop the same way. Yeah, but
I will literally, depending on my last doctor's appointment I went to, I stopped at Buc-ee's for lunch on the way home, and it actually costs less to go to Buc-ee's and eat, and it's good, than it would cost to go to Whataburger or
any place is
McDonald's.
That's why I like QT.
I guess I'm gonna have to. I guess I'm gonna have to figure out what this QT is.
Yeah, they have like the most awesome jalapeno cheddar sausages. And when we last stopped at one, it was like what, 2 of them for like a little over $3.
Oh, okay. Come and goes are being changed over to Mavericks. Okay. I've been seeing a lot
most of our gas stations around here are owned by foreigners.
Same. The one over on the corner has some really good chicken, though.
No, Mavericks is a pretty good company. They're everywhere.
Yeah,
Mavericks.
They're in Arizona. They're in Nevada.
Apparently, they bought out Come and Go. Apparently, but right now our biggest place we got here in town is Quick Star, and they have really good chicken there too.
See, and Texans down under, she likes the sushi from Buc-ee's.
I've seen how big Buc-ee's are. They're freaking huge.
Yeah.
They're like mini cities.
The biggest one in Texas right now is the one on I-10 going towards San Antonio from Houston.
I've seen videos about that place.
Yeah. Now, we also have Hunt Brothers Pizza, too.
It was the original biggest one, and then they built a bigger one closer to me out towards Galveston, and then they bought the old gas station next door to the one out there and stretched it like a limousine.
Expanded. Okay.
They have truck stop pumps for trucks, 18-wheelers. They have, I think it was like 130 gas station slots for regular automobiles. And to get from one side of the store to the other one takes almost an hour.
That's what I heard.
Because it's like packed, but it's also big.
Because you can pretty much, I've heard somebody did
but I can tell you this much. If I had to eat off of a restroom floor, I would pick Buc-ee's. Their restrooms, they have a person standing in there in between. When somebody comes out of the stall from going to the bathroom, they slide in behind you and clean it.
Yeah, bathroom attendants. They actually have straight up. They used to do that all the time back in the day.
Yep.
Now they're
and they'll hand you paper towels. They'll offer you cologne.
Proper bathroom attendants, in other words.
Yeah.
But I've heard that someone actually did a complete survival kit from Buc-ee's.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. They also pay their employees.
Yeah. properly.
lowest person on their payroll is somebody that doesn't know anything about anything, and he makes $13 an hour.
It's not bad.
You know, but he doesn't.
Is
They
that
don't
with
know.
benefits or not without benefits?
That's with benefits.
That's even better.
So, I
Yeah,
mean,
but the thing is, like, I would, if you could do
if I would have known what I know now back
you'd be
then,
working for Bucky.
I would have been working for Bucky's a long time ago.
Oh yeah, I bet. They don't
I
have
was
anything
offered a job there when I was working at the sand pit, and I should have took it. I'd be making like $20-$30 an hour now.
Wow. Hey, Evan, long time no see, brother.
Howdy, Evan.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen Evan in forever. He's out of Ohio, if you didn't know. He started here when he was like in my channel, like 15, 16 years old. He's now in his 20s. He's a fireman. And he's as big as you are. And he's been that way since he was 16.
So he's almost 7 foot tall and 425 pounds.
Well, he is 6'4" last time I knew, but that's last time I knew, and he's grown since then. I'm not sure what your height is now, Evan, but I know you were tall back in the day, so I haven't talked to him in a while. But I'm glad you're here, brother. Long time no see. And yeah, he did like purchased a while back. He purchased a canoe, which he was starting to repair a boat or something like that. He bought secondhand. He was doing videos on that. Then he stopped, and I never got to see the ending of it, see if he finished it or not. But that would have been a cool series, seeing somebody repair a secondhand boat type of thing.
Yeah, LOL. 6'5", 260 pounds. So yeah, he's pretty close.
Yeah. He's big. He grew an inch. It's been better. I'm still not back to work because of injuries, which really suck. But, at the rate I'm going, I hate to say to those folks, is that I may be medically released, which means it's going to put me on Social Security disability because no one's going to hire me.
See, that's where I'm at right now. I can't get hired anywhere, but they still hadn't put me on disability. So,
well, I'm gonna I've got my appointment next month with my doctor, and I can barely pick up a certain amount of weight. I can't walk very far without a cane, and with my shoulder blown out because of my freaking cane use, I can't do anything. I can't go anywhere till it heals. And even then, they said it could be a recurring injury because it doesn't technically go away, unfortunately, because it is like bursitis. I could do stuff, I just can't do it very long, which really sucks.
Yep.
But I am still able to walk and stuff, but it's not very well.
I get in the shop and I can maybe go half hour to an hour and then I got to stop for like 3 or 4 hours.
Pretty much, yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
I have just that my knee never quite healed even after the surgery.
but I have a tall stool that I sit on and I'm using. So
right now they got me at 15-pound weight limit with a 20-yard maximum walking without my cane. And
well, you can still swing a hammer.
no, I can't.
I can.
No.
But it's only like 3 pounds. But after about 30 minutes to an hour, you're done.
I work in a warehouse. There's no hammers, and they're going to let me go, and they're going to pay me, restitution because of my knee and everything. They have to, and then that's going to go from there. See what happens next. Life happens. Nothing I can do about it. But I'm almost 60 years old, and not all places are going to hire a 60-year-old with my condition. So I'm working on it, and other than that, I'm going to make the best of it. Never thought I'd be medically retired, mind you, but that happens.
Well, neither did I. So
You're younger than me.
not by much.
How old are you?
What are you in your 50s?
Almost, yeah, I'm 58, going to be 59 this year.
I'm knocking on 50's door.
Okay. You're not that far away, but your body gets probably a little bit more punishment because of the height difference. Then that's probably major why.
Yeah.
Mine is just me just getting beat up, military service, all that crap thrown all onto that too. So,
Well, when I was younger, I used to ride bulls.
oh, that's a given on that one. I've had friends who've done that. That's the most punishing thing you can probably do.
Mm-hmm.
Broncos and bulls, but that's.
I did some bareback and saddle bronc. I even broke horses for a while.
I've heard depending on who the person is, it makes it easier or harder sometimes.
It just depends on the horse.
The horse just looks at Matt and go, I give up.
I wish it was that easy.
Yeah, I know.
I heard about this one guy. He was like really big like you, but he had really strong legs. And when a horse tried to buck him, he just squeezed his legs to the point where the horse couldn't breathe.
Well, if I had spurs on, I could lock them underneath.
Oh, I don't have any spurs. The closest thing I have.
I was being a smart ass.
I know.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what Evan's been. I mean, he's traveled a bit, but he's really cool. Like I said, I've known him since he was a teenager. So have you, Jason. You've been in here you've been here as long as Evan started here when he was a kid.
Yeah, I think so. By the way, that next video there for you, Matt, is the quick trip. That's the hot dog combo with a soda, bag of chips, hot dog, and a wrap for like $5.
Mm.
Why did you put your name down, Matt?
I don't know. I don't drop my link from the computer very often.
I can put your link in the chat if you want me to.
I was just trying to see if I could do it. Apparently, I can't.
I can do that. Give me a second. I will put your link in there. I haven't figured out how to do the drop thing with
Yeah, I need
people do, but I don't know how that works. Otherwise, I would set that up and let that run like crazy. But there you go. That way, anybody wants to, get a hold of Matt, I'm gonna do the same thing with Jason, and that way we can keep track of each other.
Yeah, and I was after Mallory.
Yeah, I actually go to Matt's live fishing, video, lives because I just like watching them fish. I find it very relaxing, surprisingly enough. I just hear you talk about your fishing stuff, and I don't get to see you catch anything yet, but when I'm on anyway.
The last time we went, me and Texans both were catching.
I said, when I come into your lives, I generally don't get to see you catch anything, but it's because I'm only there for a little while. But I still try to stay on as long as I can, and I comment and talk to you as best I can, and that way I can keep track, just be a part of things.
Mm-hmm. Well, like for me, I've noticed a difference. My channels, but whenever I do the live in the short form, you get more traffic through there.
Yeah.
You're not necessarily getting any more likes, but you're getting more views.
Views is actually the better deal.
And the more views you get, the more YouTube pushes it out.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's like, if you schedule a live event, I've noticed, like, well, this is just an example. You just went live today. You didn't schedule it or nothing. But Jason, on the other hand, he's got one scheduled for tomorrow night. Anybody that goes in that live before his live starts and leaves it a thumbs up and gives it a view, it helps his channel get pushed out more.
Yep.
And it's crazy because I was watching and I'm like, I'm going to do something to see. And I told a few people I was live. I told a few people, hey, Pest Hunter's going live.
Mm-hmm.
Go over there. He's already got it scheduled. Go over there, set the notification, and go ahead and hit the like button while you're there. and I think he probably hit. Jay, you ended up with like 100 views that night.
Yeah.
Okay, because I generally just wait till the same day to do my setups for mine. But I
do that sometimes, like if I'm just doing a random pop up. But
I
like
go schedule every same
I'm-
every week.
I'm going to start scheduling my lives on Sundays and Thursdays.
Okay.
Okay.
So
What time Thursday?
8:00 usually.
Okay, I'm already
It's-
being live at
it's-
the time, so
It's an hour into when you're already live, so you can stop by
That's why
afterwards.
you see me disappear for a little while.
Right. okay. I pop in. I mean, if I know you're there, I'll
And I'm usually in the background.
yeah, I know.
You know, like Foxit Outdoors. I'm in his background, but if there's a certain person there, I don't talk.
Drops.
Haven't seen
Same.
him in a while.
I've got him. I've
And-
got him muted where I can't see him. So I got him blocked where I don't have to see or talk to him.
But there's also Farmer Freelance, I think.
I don't know who that is.
There's another one that I can't think of the name.
I've never heard of him, so I don't have to worry about it. But Drops, no matter what you do, he's already done better or more better at it. Doesn't matter if
Yes.
you're an expert at what you do, he's
Yep.
better than you. Which I don't
We-
get.
That was one of the conversations that I was having with somebody, and I'm sorry, but I started operating heavy equipment, when I was like 10, sitting in my grandfather's lap.
I've been
you know,
shooting my
and-
bows more than ever since I
And
was
he
8 years old.
wanted to sit there and argue with me over a bulldozer, and I'm like, you can't
Hey,
do
Thomas.
that with that dozer. It won't do it.
Yeah. And no matter what, he's got the biggest or the baddest or the most expensive, makes the most money. I mean, I'm the opposite. I don't have a lot of money. I'm trying to make do with what I've got. That's why when I talk about the stuff I find at thrift shops, that I find it for so cheap or get something real cheap, it's because I work my butt off trying to get it that way. Now, I can't say my wood stove is just amazing by getting it for a penny. That is the cheapest item I've ever gotten, but still, I was just really lucky for that one. But it's just a matter of skill and luck. Is all most of my stuff is, except for archery. I've been doing it since I was 8 years old. I'm 59 this year, so you can tell me how long I've been shooting. And I do it bare bow, no sights.
And that's the same for me. I have played with bows and arrows all my life.
Yeah.
You know, do I come off and tell you, hey, I know how to do that better? No. Can I shoot mine further than you? Probably. But here's the difference. I have a 36 to 38 inch draw where you only have a 28?
I've got a 28, but I pull a 74
Yeah.
pound bow. I mean, that's because I've practiced at it. That's what I've been doing most of my life. Now, is that my heaviest bow? No, it's not. My heaviest is over 100.
Nope.
And that's because
Oh, yeah.
I practice at that for a reason, because I do demonstrations.
But here's what it boils down to. You're only as good as your worst day.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, most people, when they say, oh, I can pull a 100-pound bow back. Okay, you can pull it back. Can you hit anything with it? That's the
I
difference.
can.
I can hit something and aim at it at 100 pounds. Easy.
But at the age of 16, me and my little brother had bows, and mine was the drawback weight was 110.
Oh, I didn't.
Like I said, it was an old bear.
I didn't get mine.
It was an old bear that we
Where did you find a bear? 110-pound bear?
I built it.
Oh, I didn't realize it was custom. Okay, I thought it was a bear bow. Threadbare bow.
But no, I mean, like we would set targets out over 100 yards and nail the bullseye all day. But we were practicing, we were playing, we were having fun. We would set up cards and play card games.
Oh, poker
At 100 yards. Yeah.
Poker's fun that way.
So-
I do that. Does that mean we're going to play poker? Can we play poker that way?
Maybe one day.
I would love to play poker that way with you.
I'd be doing it with that bow right there.
Whatever bow you decide to use, that's okay with me. I will use whatever.
That's
bow
the only
I
one
decide.
that I have right now.
What's
I still
your
have
bow?
60 on that one.
No, I'm not bringing my custom one. That's left-handed. You probably won't be able to use it.
I still have the bear. It's in the bottom of my closet in a case. But as far as shooting it,
It's more of a showpiece than anything else.
yeah, because I can't find cables for it.
I get it. I have a 65-pound
like-
custom recurve that a friend of mine made me. That's you.
I pull it out every 2 or 3 months and put
Bring it up.
wax on it and stuff. But I don't want to pull it back because I don't want it to break.
Yeah, I got a couple like that myself. My 100-pounder. While I have a string for it and everything, I just don't use it that much. I can't pull it right now because of my freaking shoulder. But thing is, it's not the arm I pull back with; it's the arm I hold it out with. Which, without that anchor,
That's the one that hurts.
yeah. So until this heals, I can't do anything like that one. By the way, Thomas Ritter just came in. I just want to say hi to him. So
Hello.
for those people who didn't say hi to him yet, but yeah, just like I was the 2019 Bear Bow champion for the Iowa Games in the Master and Senior Division, which is at 40, 50, and 60 yards. I just did it to see what I could do. Never competed like that before in my life, but it's great to say that I did something. But is it something that makes me better than anybody else? No. That was back in 2019. This is 2026. A lot of things have changed since then. I've gotten extremely older and hurt. So, is my aim still really good? Yeah. Just that my body doesn't hold up as much as it used to. Age does that to you, unfortunately, guys. As you guys already know.
But you know the saying, aim small, miss small.
Oh, yeah. Actually, would you believe that I'm a Green Arrow fan? Just to let you know. And he actually talks about Howard Hill talking to him about he only needs 10 feet to practice.
Mm-hmm.
And practice at 10 feet shooting at a dime.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need. And what you can hit at 10 feet, you can hit at 30. What you can hit at 30, you can hit at 50. Just a matter of practice. The technique is the same. The distance only thing is changes.
Trajectory is the only thing.
Even that, yeah. Now, I've always been really good at trajectory, even though I know it's geometry, but I can't do freaking geometry. I just know that I can look at it. I know what the angle I need to do to hit it, and I can hit it.
Yeah, that's muscle memory and repetitive.
Yeah. And that's the only thing I can tell you. I can always, someone say, toss me something, I toss it directly to them, no matter what the distance is. I don't even need to know.
I mean, look at the small targets I shoot.
Oh, yeah, I've seen your small ones, the middle ones.
And they're moving.
How do you anchor them down? Or do you?
I don't. That's where they just fall.
Oh, okay. I don't have any small targets like that. I, lost my targets in my trailer last year, so I don't have any way to shoot at anything right yet until I can find a way to replace them. And that's going to be a chore because they're not cheap. You know how because I used to have the little round archery targets they use like in tournaments. You can't find those cheap anymore.
Mm-mm.
And the thing is, the one I had them from was from, what was it, McKenzie, Delta McKenzie targets. We actually have a factory here in Iowa, and I had a friend who works there. He helped me get them, and they don't even make that model anymore. They just discontinued them. They just do now. They do more like zombie targets and 3D targets and stuff now.
Because that's what everybody wants.
Yeah, I don't want a zombie target. I want a regular old fashioned target because that's what I use.
Mm-hmm.
But that's neither here nor there. Wow, it's after 10 already,
Mm-hmm.
dudes. Thank you. You kept me going. My arm is hurting, but I'm still enjoying the crap of everything. And I really appreciate you guys helping with my fishing stuff because I am not very good with that at all. You know what I mean?
It's like getting out there and practice.
Well, I mean, I don't use the standard. I like using the same kind of pole for everything because I mean, I use a collapsible fishing pole because I use it for backpacking. And wherever I go, I like the ability to just reach in there, grab a pole, and I'm ready to go. Instead of having like 15 different rods. I can do the same thing with one rod that I do with everything. A good versatile rod is more important to me than 15 different ones.
Yeah, fish one day with your
What's with our goats, Matt? Yes, we know you're the greatest of all time, but that's beside the point.
It's because you're an old goat.
Oh, yes, I am, but you're the one with the bigger beard than I do.
Again, with the fishing part,
Yeah.
get one-piece fishing rod.
I don't have the room for that. That's the biggest thing.
I mean, once you got a one-piece fishing rod, and you realize the fish that you are missing, it's different.
Well, I don't generally fish for trophies or anything like that. I fish for food. That's my biggest thing I've always done. I mean, growing up, you were told, if you catch something, bring it home. That was the big thing. We didn't catch for showing it off type of thing.
That's called practice.
We just brought it home, put it on the plate, and we shared it and ate it. That's the way it works.
Like I said, I didn't believe it at first, so I brought my buddy's one-piece rod, and all the difference of feeling, and when the fish is hitting it.
Well, I mean, I have my pickup truck and everything, and a full-size fishing rod will fit in the bed of my truck, but not inside my truck, especially in the winter time. Slap a rat? Is that what it means?
Sure, why not?
Would that be reversed that, though? Is that a rat or a possum?
I typed in rat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's what it showed me.
I'm not sure how's that work. I'm trying to figure out how you did that.
Because he's the emoji king.
No, I'm just seeing what I can put in the chat, from the YouTube side.
I can do this one here. In archery. I like my recurves. I mean, though I do shoot longbows. Not everybody does though. They usually try to stick to either one style or the other.
They don't have a possum.
They don't know possums?
Mm-mm.
This one just because I'm getting silly right now. Frog. I don't know how you guys see it, but I'm just like, goat is kind of cool. And this is the style of tent
I'm more or less just pushing buttons.
Here's a good one. Two style tents. That was intense. Looky. No, it just, Oh, Jason went with rabbit, a moose, a fox, and a goose.
Yep.
A hippo, an elephant, and a rhino. And a kangaroo.
Hey, if you think you can do it, you can give it a shot.
I'm surprised it didn't show the moose.
The moose did. It showed up. I've seen it.
Oh, it shows it on the YouTube side, but not on the StreamYard.
Yeah.
Sorry, but
Talk Studio?
Yeah.
No, it did. I'm looking at it on Talk Studio. I can see it.
Only on your side.
Probably. You guys can't see that?
I can see it on the screen, but I can see it in the chat too because I have YouTube chat popped up.
yes.
No, this is on the Talk Studio side. Can you see it on the screen?
On the screen, yes.
Okay.
Now in the chat, that's probably different.
Yeah. I can see both sides.
It shows in the chat too. It's just not very clear.
Yeah, it's kind of tiny. There's a tent, a medieval style tent like I got, and then the regular backpacking tent. Okay, what else can someone come up with? You did the tent CA. I'm not sure what that one is. I'm gonna check. Oh, Canadian flag. Okay, I
Yeah.
didn't see that one. That one didn't come through at all.
It says CA on it.
That's all it says. Oh, here's a good one. I don't know if that one came through or not. It should pop up shortly on the. Nope, it does, but it's very, very tiny.
Yeah.
That one is a pirate flag.
I don't have any of those.
It's under the YouTube site. Just type in flag. It'll list all the different flags, and then
I did, but it doesn't have any of those. Mine has a race flag,
got
a
that.
mailbox flag,
Got it.
a pirate crossbone.
That's the pirate flag I was talking
The
about.
Jolly Rogers.
That's what I was talking about.
It doesn't have any of the good ones like Texas flag.
Yeah, it does. You got to go to your phone.
Yeah, on my phone. I'm on my computer.
I typed in Texas. Doesn't have anything. Let's see here.
They got two of the Japan flags though.
Yeah, and they got the pride flag. You want to go that route? By the way, that's a barrel of oil. Or if you really want to get, go for a dump. Go that way. I don't even know where half of this stuff comes from.
China.
China? When you go down into your search emotes, then you type the word flag in, should show all those. That's what I did anyway. You're the one that started all this there, Matt, so
Yes, I did.
an anchor. Wait, let's try this one. Oh yeah, there's a good one. It goes along with my channel thing today. Fishing.
Mhm.
Well, I figured that would work. I wish they were bigger, but that's nothing I can do about
All
it.
right, I got to get off here because I need to eat some food.
I'm done anyway. I didn't even touch the coffee hardly at all tonight, which is really surprising. But thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it, and thank you for all the advice on the fishing gear. I am really looking forward to it on Thursday. I will try to do what you suggest and
Later.
plan my next live for Thursday tomorrow. That way we'll give people time to actually find it. So be well, be safe. I love you guys all. Thank you all for coming in once again. And I will see you tomorrow on Jason's Live.
Yep.
Be well, guys.
Upper rat.
Good night, everybody.
In 5,
Don't
4,
forget to get out there and
3,
wrap a rat.
2, 1.